Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Hair of the Dogcast. My name is Stoy, and alongside me is Andre.
Yellow. It's me.
Sorry, I started the intro right when you were drinking. I timed that perfectly.
I know.
Yeah.
It is
And
me, the bald guy who works at EB Games. Hello.
Yeah. Can you? You're gonna have to Do you remember that EB Games commercial a long time ago with that weird? He's like, "Hey guys, welcome to EB Games."
Copy that. Is that
Copy
one?
that. You do that in store?
We joke about it a lot, and we always and we do the meme sometimes, and it is so gas when people do it. It's so funny.
You come in, people are buying Call of Duty, and you're just like, copy that,
and yeah, like when the new one comes out, that's all I'm saying to people is copy that, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you here to buy? Call of Duty. Copy that, buddy.
Copy that. Yeah.
If someone gets it, I'll laugh so hard. I'll laugh.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. So, okay, good. Because I was like, that commercial lives in my head rent free a lot.
Oh, dude, it's so good.
Well, hey guys. So, and right above you in the chat in the videos feed is Luigi.
Hi.
Do people actually make fun of your name or not?
No.
Okay.
No, it's been it has been my name in the real world at times as well.
Okay. So they're just everyone's just like, that's awesome.
It's fine. Yeah, they're just like is there a story? And I'm like, yeah,
There is.
I just tell them it's my internet name. I answer to it. If you yell out Luigi, I will turn and be like, what?
Oh, okay.
Who, me or the guy in the green? Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I was talking about to someone the other day how I'm just like kind of so like deconditioned to people like mispronouncing my name to the point where I'm just like, people are like, is it Stojan? I'm like, yep. You nailed it. Nailed it.
And
then I see them really proud of themselves with like, yes, I nailed it. And I'm like, cool, man. You should enjoy that high. Enjoy that high.
There you go.
The worst that I've ever had my name done is in high school. I'll never forget this. In high school, a substitute. So my name is spelled Andre, but the substitute spelled it Onjrey. And I was like, yep, you got it.
Orangey?
Andre, like O-N and then J-R-E-Y, right? J-R, yeah. Andre.
It's like the Key and Peele substitute teacher.
Hey, Ron. Yeah.
If one of y'all immediately where I went.
If one of y'all says some silly ass name.
One more time.
I love that. That's my favorite skit ever.
Yeah, really. No, I think my favorite one was the Balkan restaurant one, which is such a deep cut that not a lot of people get because it was like the Albanian and the Macedonian like restaurant where they talk about like, it's like they make the same thing, but they make it differently, but it's not made differently. It's made the same, but it's like a cultural joke that is like
is it served with rice or is it served with leaves?
No, like, basically it's it's like they make it all with the same ingredients, but it's in reverse order, where he's like, we make it like this, but then over there across the street, they make it the other way around. And it's like these two people in the restaurant are like, okay, isn't that the same thing? But it's such a different, crazy Eastern European deep cut that I was like, they had to have like heard this story from someone, and like we got to make a skit about that.
I'll have to check that out after because it sounds like one I haven't seen yet.
Yeah,
it's like there's always one you've never seen.
Yeah, I always see the one. I like the one with the the Obama one where he goes around and shakes everybody's hand, but like every time there was like a black person, he was like gives them the whole big hand.
Yeah. Have you guys actually seen that Obama did that like IRL?
Oh, he did.
I don't know if like he meant to do it, but I think it was when I think he was meeting a basketball team. And like and he recreated the meme without like doing it on purpose. And all the white guys, he'd like
shook the coach's hand.
Yeah. But like all the players, he would like dap them up, and everyone's like, "Yo, he's doing the meme. That's crazy."
He had to have done that on purpose. Yeah,
he had to do it.
Had to have done that on purpose. Yeah, I seen the one where it was like the Resident Evil memes, where it was like all the Resident Evil games, and it was yeah. Anytime it was a good Resident Evil game, he gave him the good handshake, the good dap, and it's like Resident Evil 6 gets like a
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Thanks. That's enough.
All right. Well, we're here, part of the Dogcast Network, so be sure to check out some of our other shows like Zombie Dogs, Resident Evil podcast. You got Popcorn Dogs, a movie podcast, and Retro XP, a retro video game podcast. If you want access to this bonus content and episodes from these other shows, as well as this one, be sure to check out patreon.com/Hair of the Dogcast. Consider becoming a patron to help out the network and get shout outs in the show. And I just wanted to remind you guys that you can't play Anthem anymore. I just have to keep reminding people that you can't do that anymore.
Why would you twist the knife on me like that?
I'm sorry. It's just I wake up every morning thinking like one day I'm going to wake up and it's going to say Anthem server is back online.
Yeah. You find a private server somewhere.
It's all a fever dream.
Yeah, I know. No kidding. It's like one day I wake up, check my phone, and I'm just like so disappointed. Like,
another day without Anthem. God.
It's like when Mario 35 went away. And it was like, why can't we just keep playing this like Tetris 99? Like,
yeah.
Why can't we have? Okay.
Yeah.
All right then.
It's such a crazy concept to just like delist the game so suddenly.
Yeah. This is a celebration. Like, great. Let me celebrate all the time with the best thing, my favorite thing you've ever made, a 35-player multiplayer Mario 1.
Yeah.
Come on.
Tetris 99 was cool. F-Zero 99 was really good too.
Yeah.
It was like,
why can't this one stay around?
Yeah. Why can't you keep this here? Anthem was a little bit of an interesting game because it was pegged as a live service game, but it had a single player component to it, which mechanically the game was so fun to play. It was so fun to fly around. It was like an Iron Man simulator. Like it really was. But that live service component that I think EA was banking on just did not pan out.
Yeah, so, one of the podcasts I was on at the time what's that?
I said it looks like it didn't take off.
No,
good, yeah. Nice one. The
podcast I was on, one of the shows I was on at the time, it was like, I've been playing Anthem and it's great. And they're like, are you kidding? And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I'm dumbfounded by how much I love it. It's great. There's just not a whole lot to do, but what you actually do, the controlling of the game is, it's the best. It was the best. It's so sad.
Yeah, it really was. I mean, it was a fun game, single player component. If you looked at it from that lens, like great single player game, but like obviously with all the multiplayer components and that live service element, there was nothing to offer. That was kind of the sad part. I don't know.
Yeah. It was like eventually there'll be more. Like you could get to the end of the single player component. It wasn't done yet, but it was like, we're going to have more to do soon, but your little helper guy ran off and became the dark side or something.
Yeah, because he was jealous of you and all
that
stuff.
Yeah. And I was like, but then at some point that stops.
Yeah.
And you're like, we'll have more soon. I'm like, okay.
All right, cool. I got to Google if Anthem servers are online, but anyway,
there's got to be some private one somewhere.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they were shut down January of this year. I got to imagine. Yeah. Anthem servers are already running on private servers. So it looks like you got to kind of dig around and stuff. I mean, there's private servers for like everything. There's private servers going on for Resident Evil Outbreak. Those games, there
Mario
were like
35
2 games. Yeah. Mario 35 is up and running, I imagine. Right.
Yeah. I don't have the means or the equipment to do it, but I hear it's possible.
Yeah. So San Diego Comic-Con happened this last weekend.
Yeah.
And it's not really a showcase for video games, but there's a little bit of stuff that kind of ties in. They talked about the Wolverine game coming out. They have a prequel comic coming out, Marvel's Wolverine #1. It's written by the game's narrative director, Walt Williams, and it sees Wolverine leading Team X, which consists of Sabretooth, Mystique, and Sunfire on a mission to infiltrate a Trask facility. And before embarking on what Wolverine suspects is a trap, he makes a call to the true leader of Team X, Nathaniel Essex. So the comic then shows the man in question at the Essex Institute, explaining that even if it is a trap, it is time for Team X to strike back against Trask with full force. X-Force. Team X.
There's X's everywhere.
And they're going to give it to him. So that's cool. So if you're into comics, I mean,
yeah, there you go.
It may be a good setup. I may get into it. I mean, I'm excited for Wolverine. I'm not like immensely stoked about it, but like, holy shit, this is going to be game of the year. But I don't know. Are you guys excited for this game?
I'm cool. Or sorry, I'm excited because it showcases Vancouver a bit. So that's just like why I am.
There you go.
There you go.
Like, do you guys know in the trailer the sulfur area, the big the one where he's like sneaking and then Jean Grey shows up like
right,
that part. That part is in North Vancouver, and then the part where he is riding the bike and then he jumps from like truck to truck. That's on a highway out here that leads up to Whistler.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Well,
is it going to be like open world Vancouver?
Sorry?
Is it going to be like open world Vancouver, or is this going to be
No, I just think
story?
They're doing it because like I've met or I know some people that don't know that Logan, aka Wolverine, is actually canonically Canadian.
He is, yeah.
Like some people don't know that, and it blows my mind. But yeah. so I assume they did it just because like to throw his heritage in there. It's my assumption.
Right.
That's cool. You should be proud of your heritage now. Represent. You guys have a
we have Wolverine, guys. Come on.
Yeah, you guys got Wolverine.
We have Wolverine, all right?
Yeah.
God.
That's pretty cool.
He's cool.
Probably one of the most powerful X-Men characters out there. I thought it was weird, I think, watching that trailer. I think I mentioned that, where I was like, I can't believe there's stealth elements in this game.
Yeah. You just feel like, go get him, buddy. Go get him, bub.
Sick him. Get him. But
sick him, boy.
Yeah. Some other things they talked about at Comic-Con. Obviously, they talked about Avengers Secret Wars. They're not considering it a reboot, even though like everybody's coming back. Did everybody watch the...
I thought it was supposed to be considered like a soft reboot, no? That's what I heard.
Kevin Feige gave a little bit of insight. He basically said that he denied that the MCU will undergo a reboot. However, he notes that Marvel is always taking inspiration from the comics. And there's a nice roadmap in the comic book series. So,
okay.
So maybe they plan on staying a little bit more faithful to the comics. Maybe that's kind of their shtick.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys watch the latest trailer
for
Doomsday?
I have, yes.
Okay. I mean, we get to see a little bit of Doom, Dr. Doom, and we get to see all the returning characters. I think Thor is kind of trying to rally the team again, and Thor is back to being jacked.
Thor pretty much takes the helm, and there's that scene where they're all gathered in the room, and he's like, I have witnessed some of the scariest people that I know die to this guy. So don't fuck around and let's all try and come home. Right. And then it correlates to the scene where the leaked trailers were coming out, where Thor is like knelt down in the forest and like he's like talking to Odin and he's like, All Father, like, help me. And like Thor didn't do it for Thanos. All right, I'm just saying that now. Thor did not ask for help, but Thor is literally knelt down on the axe and he's like, yo, man, like, I need fucking help. Like, this guy is gonna whoop all of us.
Yeah.
So I should put into perspective that how scary. And then not only that trailer, the part of the trailer where he's like baseball swinging and like Doom stops it with his fingers. And I read that. Hang on,
some Dragon Ball Z shit right here.
All the memes. So there was a phone recorded scene of that trailer, but it was like before the part where Thor is coming down, and Thor says to Doom, sorry, he goes, "You'll beg for hell long before I grant it." And then after Thor catches him with his fingers, apparently he like flings Stormbreaker, and I think he like has Thor in his like he's like choking him and he's like holding him up and he says, "Hell answers to me." And I was like, holy shit,
that's a hard ass line.
That's so hard to say.
That is so hard.
Yeah,
that is so hard.
So I'm really excited to see that fight. Also, Shang-Chi is back. I don't think no one's really talking about it. I'm so excited for Shang-Chi.
I'm excited for him. I like the Shang-Chi movie. I liked him as a character. I thought he played that movie really well.
I loved Shang-Chi, and not many people talk about the movie. I think it was a great film. For post Endgame, great film. Great film.
Yeah.
Seeing James Marsden in the Cyclops suit, come on, man. It's like the year of it's like the year of Cyclops, I swear. Marvel Rivals, the show, Marston in the suit. Oh God.
Steve Rogers is coming back, obviously, as we saw at the end of the trailer.
So there's tons and tons of theories that that's not our Steve. That's apparently like Captain Hydra, or some people think it's Loki. Some people think that the reason Thor says I can't believe it, like that's impossible, is because Loki's behind him. And then
I want to say I think there was like
there's
a clip, like if you slow mo it, like you can see Loki behind him.
And then all the memes of like Thor, like so all the memes of Thor holding up the hammer and then like Steve catching it is like Thor doing 2-step verification. And
right.
he's like, "Are you sure?
Is this really you?" Okay.
Yeah. So there's like tons of that, and then apparently like Anthony Mackie said that he could be Nomad, which I don't really know a lot about Nomad, but he's like not like a good guy or a bad guy. I think he's like, I'm just Steve. I can hold the hammer. There was that. What else?
Obviously, we got the Wakandans. We got the Fantastic Four crew.
Yep.
Yep. I forget if there was
the Defenders.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Oh yeah, that's right. The Defenders. Yeah, from the
movie.
No,
right? Is that what they're called? I'm so ignorant. I'm sorry.
No, Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. Jesus
Thunderbolts.
Christ.
That was it. Yeah.
Holy. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the Thunderbolts. So there was like the fake Captain America. Then there was like, what's her face's sister?
Yeah, Yelena.
Yeah.
And
then the Russian Captain America.
Yeah, and then there's like backlash, or like there's like a bit of backlash, that scene where Mystique turns into Yelena and people are like comparing her to like the old Fox films, being like, what they do to my girl, she doesn't look as good. And I'm like, are you fucking stupid? Like, what do you mean?
Who was the original?
It's the same girl. It's the same actress. So I'm like, are you fucking blind as a bat? Like, it's the same girl. Her hair is just now not slicked back. She's not naked. You twit.
I think that's probably more the important thing.
I know. It's so annoying. I'm like, she's like comic accurate Mystique. It's the same chick from the first one. God, I hate people.
Anyway, let's move on. Archie Andrews.
Excuse me?
It looks like I don't know what this is. This is a comic book series. Archie... we got a...
Okay. See. Yeah, sorry.
Archie Andrews, a teenage... He survived the zombie apocalypse, been hunted by the Predator, and weathered Sharknado. Now he's going to hell. Apparently, there's a new set of Riverdale comics including Archie Andrews. So he's just...
see.
Okay. Lego Star Trek is celebrating its 60th anniversary, and there's a Enterprise ship Lego set. That's cool. We talked about the Resident Evil trailer, the new one. So
yep.
Looking better. I'm coming around to it. I'm like, okay, all right.
The curiosity for it has grown a lot, to the point where I'm like, okay, I will definitely go see this.
Yeah. So that's cool.
We'll have more Lego news later too.
Yes, we will. Hint, hint. Percy Jackson season 3, if you're into that.
I hear it's good for people who like it.
Have you watched
Percy Jackson? No, I have not. But I worked with someone at one point in the first couple of seasons. They were just very glowing about it. So
I like the first movie.
It's good.
It's one of my favorite films.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We got new post-apocalyptic Gundam anime announced for 2027.
Oh yeah.
So,
cool.
Universe is created by acclaimed sci-fi director and writer Kenji Kamiyama, who has written Ghost in the Shell. And he also directed Eden of the East, Morbido, The Lord of the Rings, The War of the Rohirrim, the Ninth Jedi short from Star Wars Visions. So that's cool. He's got a resume.
Yeah. All right.
So
I mean, yeah, definitely.
And there's something about like fictional characters in cloaks that always just is so dope.
Mm-hmm.
Like the poster is a Gundam in like a giant cloak, and I'm like, man, that looks sick as hell.
I want to put a cloak on my robot.
Yeah. Right? Like, it's always so cool.
I know it's not just a robot. Settle down, everybody.
It has
I get it. I know. It's not a mech. It's a Gundam.
Yeah, it's like what was it? I was watching the Neon Genesis Evangelion series, and it's the same thing. They're not robots; they're Evangelions. It's like, okay,
yeah,
I get it. So apparently this anime ties into the upcoming video game Gundam Rogue Orbit, so that's cool.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Is Platinum making that, or am I thinking of a different thing?
Platinum is making the Ninja Turtles game.
That's right.
I knew that much. Yeah.
I don't know. I
don't know. Platinum can make 2 games at once. I feel they've done that in the past. So, I guess they announced the first. I don't think this game is even out yet. Marvel Token Fighting Souls. I don't think that game's out yet.
The beta happened. I think it comes out the 20. I think it comes out today or soon.
Okay.
Yesterday or today, I think.
Okay, cool. I'm not a fighting game fan by any means, but this
game
looks good. I mean, I could dabble, but I just can't get into it because I think it's like
I thought you were a huge fighting game fan.
No,
I don't know why. Oh, okay.
No, a friend of mine is. He has his own like video game lounge here in Milwaukee,
wow.
And he specializes in fighting game tournaments. Like he's hosting weekly Tekken tournaments, Smash Brothers tournaments, Guilty Gear. He's doing all these things.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6. That's obviously a huge one. So I'm pretty sure he's salivating at this game. But the first confirmation of the first DLC character will be Phoenix Cyclops,
who is in fact voiced by the same guy who voices Cyclops in the show.
I was going to say, can you provide context on who this guy is?
Ray. Is it Ray Chase? I really hope I'm not screwing that up, and I'm sorry if I am. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. And I think Phoenix Force Cyclops, please, if you are a comic nerd, don't come for me. I think Phoenix Force Cyclops is the Phoenix Force at one point moved from like person to person, and it was in Cyclops, and he was like, I can harness it. And this is who that is, I think.
Okay.
Shoot it out of my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So apparently, okay, it's from the comic in which the Phoenix Force, you were right, is split into pieces by Iron Man.
That's
one of which inhabits this optic blasting, Cyclops. So
there's like 4 of them. There's like Cyclops, and there's I can't remember who else is in it, but there's like 4 of them.
Okay. The original Star Wars trilogy is coming to IMAX.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
Is that like 4, 5, 6?
Episodes 4, 5, and 6. Yeah,
we'll see depending on what kind of edit they have.
The original film, I'm interpreting that as like the original cut.
Yeah, no, it's probably not.
It's like probably not.
It got recut multiple times before special edition happened.
I don't even think they have the original cut.
Yeah, the theatrical cut. That's why I still have my VHS tapes, because it's like as close to the theatrical cut as you can get.
Yeah, but I don't think the studio has it. Like that's why I heard. No. That's why they can't like re-release it or anything like that. They have to release the remaster that they did in the 90s or something like that.
Yeah, well, and they've also touched the movies like, because he kept touching them up even after the special edition and stuff. But I forget what version is on Disney Plus, but it's like not it's not an original.
Yeah,
it's not even
the special
last
4K
century.
upscaled one.
Yeah.
AI upscaled or something like that, whatever.
With some special edition stuff probably still thrown in.
Mm-hmm. Star Wars: The Clone Wars is basically going to be in the upcoming Star Wars Zero Company. What the video game developer Bit Reactor and Lucasfilm Games have come together to reveal the cast for the upcoming single-player turn-based game Tactics. So,
that's the Tactics game.
Yeah. So, in terms of, I guess, who's in it, I don't know. I didn't read the article, but I don't know. Have you guys watched the Clone Wars?
I assume by that you mean Ashley Eckstein, the guy who voiced Anakin. I should know his fucking name. And then, is it James Arnold Taylor was Obi-Wan?
Okay, so Matt Lanter.
Thank you.
He's voicing Anakin Skywalker.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay.
You got what? Vic.
So they're
Michaels?
straight up going with the show on this. Like, this is very much the show, or like. Was the movie based in the show universe and like
no?
show?
So
the movie was different.
Episode 2 is right before the Clone Wars.
No. The Clone Wars movie, the animated movie they did before Lucas relinquished control when they were making the show too. There's a Clone Wars movie, a CG.
I thought it was actually just a series.
Oh,
there's
the
a TV
one where,
show too.
Yeah, okay. So I think,
but I can't remember if they're connected in the same thing or not.
I think the Clone Wars movie that you're talking about was when they go rescue Jabba's son, and that's the first time you meet Ahsoka. And I think that was before the Clone Wars show started, and then it was like after that was the TV show. I swear that's how it is.
Yeah, it fed into the show or something.
Yeah, and that's how I think it started, because I think the Clone Wars was a thing, and then after that, people went like, "Yo, let's like run it," and then it just became like the hottest thing since Tetris, essentially.
Yeah,
Tetris was hot at some point.
At one point, it was. So was Toast.
Yeah. Otherwise, you got.
They started pretty much the same time. It looks like.
Oh, okay.
Same year at least.
You got Gorga, Fathom, Typhon, and Visor. Those actors are coming back. Like Dylan Kennan did the voice of Visor, Hunter Smith, Typhon. So I don't know if these names ring a bell, but if that wets your whistle, I'm happy for you.
The collector's edition of that game looks absolutely insane.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I just literally want the thermal detonator. That's all I want. And the pins.
Used to be able to buy, I think in the 90s there was a thermal detonator toy you could get.
I'm pretty sure my store will probably have it at some point, and I will unapologetically buy it because it's so cool.
Nice.
That Toys R Us mid-90s Toys R Us Star Wars aisle was
it was absolute peak.
Man, just stacked.
Yeah. Bring me back.
It's a shame.
Yeah. But we got the first official Avatar 7 Havens trailer. So that's cool. Apparently it's filled with a lot of theories and a lot of takeaways from it in terms of what parts of the trailer mean. I haven't watched it, but so I don't know.
I know we see Korra in it for a bit.
Okay.
I've seen that, and I think she's in like the Avatar state, I think.
So apparently there was a rumor that Larian Studios was leaving. They said they were going to be done with Baldur's Gate 3. They said that they're moving on, but apparently there was a rumor going around at SDC that, they're going to be making a comic series, and they actually came out and said, no, we're not.
Okay.
So, apparently Rick and Morty had a spinoff called President Curtis.
Yes.
Apparently it did so well, they greenlit a second season.
Yeah. Which I think makes sense. Keith David is the president. Like, how can you go wrong?
Keith David is. I love Keith David.
Yeah, right. Who doesn't
love?
He's a legend. Yeah. Who doesn't love Keith David?
Right. Like, yeah. So give him his own show. Give him his own show.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones is getting a 5-issue series called Indiana Jones and the Sword of Pandemonium. It's written by multi-Eisner Award-winning writer Jason Aaron and artist Aaron Cooter. I don't know who those are, but
what is an Eisner Award?
I have no idea what is that. A comic?
Michael Eisner Award?
Is that a comic artist type of award series?
Okay. It's because is it for like animation?
Yeah.
Because then maybe Michael Eisner set up an award for animation at some point.
Cool.
The Oscars of the comic book industry. Yeah, I guess I don't know who the Eisner. I've never heard of those, so I'm not a comic book person. So
well, this guy Jason Aaron has won many of them. So if you're listening to this and you just bricked up at hearing that name, then I'm happy for you. Actually, I think I may get this. I love Indiana Jones, so
I still have to play the game.
Yeah, me too.
I want.
Oh, it's so good.
I will at some point. I know I will, but
I love it. I actually played it on the Switch too. I picked up a used copy of it on the Switch too.
Do you like it?
Dude, I played it and I beat it on the Xbox. But it runs very well on the Switch too.
Okay.
I'm actually very surprised how well it runs.
Okay, good. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Because that's where
I might pick it up.
That's where I would play it. So
honestly, I'm like surprised. I'm like playing it and I'm like, this looks good. I mean, I played it in tablet mode. I played it in, on the TV and everything like that. And I played it on a Series X, and obviously it looked great there, but I'm like, this looks, I don't know. Brad made fun of me because I was like, oh, this looks fine. And he's like, that's not a very glowing review.
Oh, come on.
And I was like, no, honestly, like it plays
good.
fine. Yeah, it's fine. Like it's good. Yeah. I don't know. I don't need.
It doesn't have to be exemplary. It doesn't have to look amazing. It's fine.
Yeah, it looks great. It looks fine. Let's see. We talked about Johnny Depp. He's going to be Ebenezer Scrooge.
Sure he is.
Yeah. So we got the trailer that came out. Ebenezer.
There is a trailer.
We'll deliver the name you know and the story you don't. So it's going to be a deep dive into maybe who Ebenezer is.
Oh God, we're gonna get an Ebenezer backstory or something.
The lore of Ebenezer Scrooge.
I do not want this.
Yeah, I mean, I had all the makings for like, is this another Tim Burton movie? Because obviously, he was Jack Sparrow, Edward Scissorhands, Mad Hatter. I think he was Willy Wonka. Most of those movies were Tim Burton movies.
He has been in a lot of Tim Burton things. Yeah, the barber, the friggin' now Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney, yes, thank you.
Yeah,
yeah, Edward.
All of his Disney crap.
Wasn't he in Sleepy Hollow too? No.
Did they make a Sleepy Hollow too?
Yeah.
Okay, he was
in the first one.
Yeah. Okay,
he was in the first one. He was like a Bod Crane. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah,
a lot of people did.
Yeah. Damn, that Disney movie when I was a kid scared the shit out of me.
It still does.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so terrifying.
I know.
I feel you on that.
Jesus, For no reason was it so scary as a child. I was like, why?
It's like, this is a kid's movie? Jesus Christ.
I'm terrified. Even Crane's a little unsettling, and he's just like this gangly, like weird man. Like, I don't know. The whole thing just,
you're watching like that dude's gonna die. That dude's gonna die.
This very weird toothpick man is gonna die.
Yeah.
So we're getting a Star Wars movie reboot. Apparently there was a panel that was hosted by Steven Weintraub, Zach Krieger, and John Goldstein and John Francis Daly. They were announced as the writers behind the next Star Trek film, but details have been
okay.
Yeah,
I missed that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so, I thought you said Star Wars. I was like, what?
Yeah.
No. Star Trek. So maybe I did say Star Wars. I'll have to read.
I swear you said Star Wars, and I was like, what? I was like, what?
Hey.
The Rings of Power is getting a season 3.
Sure.
How is this doing? Well, is this doing well?
Probably not, but it's Amazon, right?
Idea.
So they can just pump money into it.
Yeah.
Hope they, get another Fallout on their hands.
Mm-hmm. So apparently we're getting the second age of the ring weights. Apparently, is Sauron in full villain mode.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
I don't know the Silmarillion, so yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not in on it. I like I said, my extent of the Lord of the Rings knowledge is watching the first 3 movies. So
yeah, I read The Hobbit at some point.
Yeah,
I read. I think I got through Tom Bombadil in high school and was just like, I'm done. I can't anymore.
All I know is everybody needs. All I know is everybody needs a best friend like Sam.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. What is it? There was a trailer for the HBO TV series Lanterns.
Which
I watched
that gritty.
I watched this and this looks really good. Like I've read a few of the Lanterns omnibuses and comic book series, because I know there's like multiple different Green Lanterns, and
okay.
Yeah. So it's interesting that we got 2 of them in here.
You got Hal and
you got Hal Jordan, and you got
John Stewart.
John Stewart, yeah. John Stewart's my favorite Lantern. Because I think he fits the role, I think, the best. And I forget, there was like one that was like an architect. I forget what his name was.
No, is it Guy Gardner?
Guy Gardner was like the weirdo. Because Guy Gardner is who's the one that Nathan Fillion plays?
Guy Gardner.
Yeah, okay, that was Guy Gardner. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a weird one. But.
So it's Guy, Hal, John. Is there? Who's? I thought
there was a fourth.
Hal's Green the Lantern. Pilot, right?
Yeah, Hal is the pilot. No, Hal was the pilot.
Yeah.
John Stewart, he was like the Marine, or he was like an Army guy or something.
Yeah,
like that, I think, right?
and then Guy's just an idiot, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And then who's the fourth one?
I swear there was 4.
Maybe, I don't know. Please hold.
Okay, Alan Scott. He was the original one.
All right, then.
John Stewart was the architect. Okay, I got that wrong.
John's the architect?
John was the architect. I thought he was like an Army dude.
I for sure thought he was like...
Yeah. Okay. Kyle Rayner.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he was one that I read. He was kind of like a newer edition.
Yeah.
So he becomes the White Lantern by mastering the entire emotional spectrum.
Yeah, because
we all strive to master colors.
That. I wish because I could.
I was Blue Lantern for a while, and I was very sad.
Yeah, because I think that's the impetus of the lanterns. Like whatever color you were was part of your emotional spectrum or something like that. And Red Lantern is like rage,
anger.
Yeah,
black is death, white is life, blue is sad, green is like justice or some shit.
Yeah,
I'd make an Inside Out joke, but I have never seen Inside Out, so
neither
emotions. And
so then, anyway, the trailer looks good. All
right.
We'll talk about the God of War game.
Also,
were you gonna say something?
Yeah. We didn't talk about this, but I also saw some more absolute Batman news come out as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they're gonna introduce Absolute Cyborg and Absolute Cheetah, who is one of Wonder Woman's, and she looks like this like fleshy giant cheetah. Like she looks like a giant cheetah, but she has like parts of her flesh are like missing, and she looks like she's demonic, like the Joker. And then,
not the Wonder Woman 84 version, right?
God, no.
Thank God.
No. And then Cyborg looks like this. It's weird because like he looks like this like normal college kid, but his left arm is like this giant side, like this like have you guys seen Akira, the movie, the anime? It looks like Akira's arm, but like cyborged, and it's like bigger than him, but like the rest of his body he just looks like a normal like black college kid with like, you know, the frizzy hair, and like, but his one arm is just like super big. It was odd, but
okay.
So it was just those two.
You get one cyborg part.
Yeah, I'll try and find a picture, and then I'll send it to you guys. But yeah, that was it, I think, for just absolute Batman stuff.
Cool. They announced Ghost Rider. We talked about that with Ryan Gosling. He's becoming the main protagonist for that. And then also Black Panther 3. That was the big one. The third Black Panther film, it will feature the son of T'Challa, the original Black Panther, who's being played by David Johnson, who you said was in The Long Walk.
Yes, and he was also in freaking Aliens.
Romulus?
No, Prometheus.
It says Aliens Romulus.
Okay, sorry, it was that one. Yes, it was that one. Yeah.
Dude, the Matchbox movie trailer.
So random.
Not what I expected. It was like a bunch of kids playing Matchbox cars, and then all of a sudden it segues to one of them being a CIA agent, getting his friends into this like broiling like international conspiracy, and now they have to like get into these crazy action sequences to like steal back a nuclear warhead.
And they're called the Matchbox Crew.
Yeah,
which is so funny
because they played with Matchbox cars when they were kids.
Yeah,
you guys remember playing with Matchbox cars? Let's do it in real life now.
Let's just do it in real life, and let's just go each other with the Matchbox. Yeah, so funny.
Yeah,
I mean, what are you going to do with that premise, really?
I don't know. I mean, obviously,
a thing as any.
Don't take this movie seriously. Obviously,
hopefully not.
This ain't on the serious level of like the Mission Impossible movies, but it looks honestly like a fun action movie. Like,
yeah, it sounds like, you know, the like the hide and seek movie, like adult comedy movie of them playing hide and seek or tag or
apparently
whatever.
That was like, good, and I've never seen it.
I think I saw it once and it was fine, but like it just has that feeling of like friends doing something dumb and unbelievable.
Okay. I sent you guys the 2 links in the chat here.
All right, cool.
I saw the first one, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, the first one's Cyborg, the second one's Cheetah.
Damn, it's
a cheetah, all right.
That doesn't look like a cheetah, but that's a cheetah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we talked about they announced Ryan Gosling, who's going to be playing the Ghost Rider.
This was so out of like left field. I was like, what?
Yeah, but apparently, like he wanted to do this role. Like he expressed interest in this role in 2022, and discussions had been had for, I guess, years and years. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know that.
Time to finally get in on this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, at some point you got to think to yourself, well, I guess I'm a big enough actor. I should be in the Marvel universe somewhere.
Yeah. Look,
I don't have to lift weights if I'm on fire all the time.
Yeah, right. They could just CG everything in.
I don't have to be like pushing 50 and like on a anabolic steroid regimen or something.
Right. Yeah. So
look, if he can top one of my favorite scenes from Ghost Rider, the
Nicolas Cage one.
Yeah, but it's the scene specifically where he's talking to the old guy, and the old guy turns into Carter Slade, and then he goes, "Let's ride," and then he turns, and there's that scene of like them riding in the desert. Absolute cinema. I'm gonna say it now. If you have that, if you can top that or redo it, I'm in.
Yeah, we got to have that.
If Nick Cage is Carter Slade in this one, you can have it.
Didn't they do the movie thing of like, we can see Nick Cage's face? He's not always a fire skull. Like he's only sometime, like when it's time to, flame on or whatever he does. Then he turns into a fire skull face. Am I misremembering that? Because they did. It's like the same thing with Spider-Man. Like we need Toby to take his mask off so that we can see him being an actor. Mm-hmm. No, you don't. Just let him be on fire.
Just let him burn.
Yeah.
So, so that's cool. That was San Diego Comic-Con in a nutshell. I know not necessarily video game themed, but nonetheless, our interests blend into, the modern media and stuff and comics and movies and stuff. So it's interesting to talk about. So,
Ryan Reynolds was dressed as his Deadpool outfit, and he was walking around on the floor. No one knew it was him.
Yeah,
he was just taking pictures with random people, and he was in a gray Deadpool outfit, and people are speculating that like the X-Force might pop in or something like that. But yeah, it was crazy that he was just walking around, and everyone's like, "Oh, dude, sick outfit, man! Let's take a picture." No one knew it was Ryan Reynolds. So good.
That's hilarious. I mean, it's kind of on par for what Ryan Reynolds would do.
Yeah.
So, but apparently it's like, he's rumored to be in. I don't know if they confirmed it. They confirmed that it is in the Avengers movie.
I thought I saw like a still of the full suit. But
I did too. Yeah, I think it was like a kind of like a full suit, like crumpled up on a floor or something like that. I think I saw that same one.
I do know that like when he was like when all the Avengers were like there, he like walked up and he's like, "Hi, I have 2 questions." And the first one he asked was why Thor was crying from Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah.
And then his next one basically was like him asking if he can join, and RDJ is like, script's kind of done. We don't really have any room for you. And he's like, "Oh, fine then. I guess I'll just go do my own thing." So I don't know, think that as you will. But I guess that might be they're like, he might be in the film at some point. So,
or we're just getting another Deadpool movie.
I mean, I assume they said he had no handlers. No one knew where he was. So I doubt that this was some kind of like coordinated campaign.
Yeah. Well,
unless maybe that was bullshit too.
Yeah. True. All right. Well, that's it for regular old news. Let's jump into all the Sony news now, Luigi. Take it away. You got some shit you need to talk about.
Woo! Hey everyone. It's PlayStation Spartacus. I think Sony saw that no one really liked Xbox right now and decided that like, okay, it's safe to finally say what we've been wanting to say. Mainly the big thing is that physical game support is ending as of January 2028. They will no longer be producing physical discs. Discontinue physical disc production for all new PlayStation games starting January 2028. This is due to market trends.
So they say in their blog.
Yes. I mean, we can talk about that, but following January 2028, new titles will be released in digital format only on the PlayStation Store and through retailers. Games released prior to January 2028 in disc format will remain unaffected by this transition. So yeah, no one's happy, obviously.
No one.
Which, I don't know if a lot of people picked up on this, is that a few years ago we had the story of them trying to shut down the PSP store, the Vita store, and the PS3 store.
PS3 store, yeah.
And everyone raised a huge stink about it, and they're like, okay, fine, we're going to get rid of the PSP store, but we'll leave the Vita and the PS3 store up. Those have also been announced are closing, and I think a lot of that went under the radar because physical game support is such a hot button issue amongst a portion of gamers.
Yeah, they're not necessarily the majority because
no,
as the blog said, market trends dictate that most people buy their games digitally anyway.
Yes, a lot. It is a lot by a huge margin. Most people are digital. They buy their games digitally. Like, it's just sorry. And they're but the thing I think that pisses me off the most about this is that like we're ending physical game production. Also, we're shutting down some digital stores. So there's not an argument there that like this is just easier for us if they're just going to go ahead and shut a different like two of their marketplaces anyway.
Which doesn't inspire confidence to like, okay, if you're going to go with an all digital future. And then yet on the other hand, you're going to be shutting down some of your old servers. Well, is this going to be a continuing trend where you're just going to like be shutting down server after server after server and like rendering, your old backlog pretty much, useless or like unable to.
Yeah, I assume that will also depend on market trends.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I know it's expensive to run servers, but it's also, but I mean, then again, you look at PC and you look at Steam, how they're doing it. Andre, you got your hand up in the chat.
Yeah. To backpack off what you just said, I don't know if you guys saw, but like this past weekend, if I'm not mistaken, their like servers got hacked and like no one could get in and play anything. And then the amount of comments I saw that was like, and this is the company that like wants to go all digital, and you want us to trust that you guys are gonna like that. Just that to me, and yeah, it might just happen like the odd time, but it's like it's a fact that it happens. Like, say if it gets hacked on like the day a game comes out and no one can play it for like 6 hours. Okay, cool. Do you know how many like refunds people are gonna want? So yeah. it's just and
well, the fun thing about that is that we could start just really phasing that out, because you can't sell it back, you can't at a loss to your used game store anymore.
Yeah, so it's a lot of
the refund policy is Sony has the worst refund policy.
Than Nintendo, which is just no.
It's the same with Sony. Like you could buy the game, and so long as you don't download it, you can just get your refund back. But the moment you download it, it doesn't matter how long you've played.
Yeah.
Like you can't get your refund. Like with the Xbox, I think, and Steam, stuff like that, you have like 2 hours time minimum or something like that, with Sony, it's like once you download it, they're like, sorry, bro.
Yeah, that's our money now.
Yeah. Sorry, bro. You should have thought
Thanks
about
for
that.
saving your card.
Yeah, and
right.
like I wish I could find it now, but the day they announced this, and this is so rare for Sony, the day they announced this on Twitter, they were gone for like 5 days, and Sony does not just randomly smoke bomb off socials, and it was crazy to see them just like dead silent, no radio transmissions at all. And I think on like the 5th day they came back and they were like, "Hey guys, our fight stick's coming out. You should check it out." And all the comments were just like, "There's no way you're gonna come back and just be like, yo, fight stick." Like every comment was just getting
Luigi.
like,
Are you on Twitter?
How can I play with the digital fight stick?
Right, Luigi. Are you on Twitter at all?
No.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing for you.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not. I'm on Discord. That is it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was comment after comment after comment.
And literally every tweet Sony made has made ever since.
So bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so
just
bad.
keep review bombing them basically.
It's so bad. And then apparently they were like thinking of a patent or like working on like a digital controller where like you can move the buttons around.
Now their controllers are going to be. Oh yeah, that's right. We talked about that.
We talked about that before.
Yeah. Like I just don't understand what this is. Like,
and like me and my buddy were talking about it, and he's like, "What happens if I can stick to it if I just move the stick around?" And I was like, "That's so." I was like, "That's so."
You just play with your hands like this.
Yeah, I was digital controller.
So
use a camera.
Yeah.
So,
now like everyone was getting in on it though. Like I like even other brands were like making the, like our pizzas will. We switching to digital only pizzas,
bro. When Domino's dunks on you, you know you fucked up like hard.
Yeah, it's Domino's and KFC dunked on Sony.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
KFC has their own console, right? Did the KF console ever come out?
I think it did years ago, right?
With the chicken warmer.
I don't think it plays anything, but
I mean, it's like a
novelty item.
Or what was the Ouya? It's just like a friggin' Raspberry Pi or something.
Oh yeah, a Raspberry Pi that plays mobile games. That
it warms your chicken.
So okay, Luigi, do you primarily download your games? I mean,
at this point, yeah. I have some physical Switch games, but around the time of the Switch, at some point it was just like I'm downloading these. Like, fine, I'll have a game card, and then those game cards. There was a problem with those. Like some of the 3DS and Switch game cards were like, if you didn't boot them up, after like once every couple of years, like they would just stop working.
I think they fixed the 3DS had that problem.
Yes, and like it was bleeding into the Switch years as well. I think they fixed it at some point, but like things like that, I'm just like, you know what, we don't own these anymore. It's fine. Like I'm buying a lot of indie games. I've got Breath of the Wild physical. I have Tears of the Kingdom downloaded. So by the end of the Switch life cycle. Yeah, whatever. I was like, I'll buy this physically eventually. And if I need to, it'll always be on sale physically, like, to a certain extent.
I get anxiety when I buy physical copies of franchises, but I skip over to a different platform.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit. Because I just realized that like all my Assassin's Creed games, I think were on PlayStation, and then I jumped to Xbox at one point. And then I'm like, shit, I don't want to do that. So then with the Black Flag Resync game that just came out, I jumped back to PlayStation. Yeah. So it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. At some point it was just like I'm into game services anyway. Like I'll pay for your Game Pass, or I'll pay for your PlayStation Premium or whatever. Like I don't really care at this point. Like I've said, I've got trunks full of physical video games in my storage locker. I've got plenty of shit. I'm okay, and I also at some point I realized that like, well, physical games aren't like a collector's item as much these days. Like I think newer stuff, it's not going to be as crazy as like, you'll have someone with like, oh, this is a mint in box PS4 game or something, like maybe it'll be.
I think the most expensive PlayStation 4 game out there is Godzilla.
Yeah,
I think, and that's like a couple $100 because that was like a limited print run.
Right. And and like a lot of that stuff is, I think there's been a wide enough release, or at least like the X-Bone did well enough that it wasn't like the GameCube where like, oh, there aren't as many of this game because nobody bought this system, and so the run was limited, especially at the end of that console's life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think at some point it just dawned on me that like I have my collection, I have my shit, I have my library, I'm fine. I'll use my Switch. One day it'll probably bite me in the ass, but oh well.
Yeah, it's interesting because from a physical collector standpoint, it's like kind of like the end of an era. Like we knew this was going to happen at some point, but I think a lot of us were like shocked it happened so soon. You know, I mean, me personally, I thought we weren't going to see this for a while. Like at the very least, PS7. Like I thought that would be the end of it. But I think my issue with it is that, I understand the trends. Most people download their games digitally. I get that. It's more convenient. Obviously, you don't need as much storage space because, I could attest to you that collecting physical games takes up space in your house.
Yeah.
So not a lot of people want to do that. They just want to boot up their system, go to the game in the menu and just play, not have to go grab the disc or anything. I mean, but
and it still loads it onto your hard drive anyway. So
like, you still gotta install the data,
like physical space and digital, like hard drive space. Like,
so it's not like back in the old days, where it's like you put the disc in or you put the cartridge in and it just boots up right off of that. You don't have to install anything. So, but I think my issue is that I feel they should give choice to the players.
Yeah.
In terms of like, hey, we understand that 80% of our customer base buys their games digitally. We understand that, but there's also that small market of like physical people that buy physical. So yeah, maybe do limited print runs. You work with your third party publishers like limited run,
that's what's
super rare games. I think that's what's going to happen, which
that's still going to happen.
Yeah. Which I hope for the future with the PlayStation 6 that they offered that disc drive, and then it's like, hey, they could sell their first party games to like limited run to be like, hey, we're not printing games anymore, but you guys can print the games, which I hope that's what they do.
Hope they put code on it too.
Yes, I think that's the other big thing, because instead of like just a game key card or like a game key disc or whatever,
because that's why this is important.
Yes. Preservation is the biggest part.
Yeah. Like that's the one huge thing that and the used game market is like the one huge thing we're losing here. Yeah. Which like on a consumer level, that's kind of fucked, but this has been a thing that publishers and developers publishers specifically have always hated. The ability, just the ability for consumers to fuck with their shit, and or rent, even like rent. Nintendo got rentals banned in Japan, use their influence to ban that practice.
They made their games specifically harder, to promote people buying the game as opposed to renting it.
Yes,
because they were like, we don't want this game to be easy for you. We want you to buy it so you can keep playing it as opposed to just renting it. Yeah, so it's crazy, but Andre, what are your kind of thoughts on it?
I think I'm like indifferent. I wanted to be, when the Switch 2 was coming out, I wanted to be the guy that was like, I'm gonna try and get every game. Didn't happen. Literally didn't happen.
Yeah.
I do have some digital games, and there are some games I have physically that I really enjoy. I have a little shelf back there with a few of them. I like physical because if I beat the game or if I'm just done with it, I can trade it in and put the credit towards a different game. So that's like a huge thing that I enjoy doing. But I've gotten to the point now where there are some days where I'm sitting here and I'm cozy, my chair is back, and I'm just like loafed in my chair. And
I don't want to get up.
I gotta go in the other
literally,
room.
yeah. I will I'll start my Switch, and I'm like, fuck, I have to get up and change the cartridge. And I'm always I wish I could just do it digitally.
I feel that way when I fire up my PlayStation Portal, the times I do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, my PlayStation 5 is downstairs and I'm upstairs, and it's like, I don't really want to go downstairs. So let me fire up the PlayStation Portal. And I'm like, but I really want to play this game, and I have to load the disc in. And
yeah.
And my digital library on my PlayStation 5 is really small. Like, it's
so is mine. Yeah. And it's like, and I'm noticing I'm doing a lot more, to the point where I'm like, I should just bought the game digitally because I don't want it. Like I've found the perfect spot in my chair, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm gonna enjoy this fucking hour of gaming. And then I get up and I'm like, change the game. So
that's the modern gamer now, man.
I've encountered that a lot more. But I have friends who are like huge physical collectors, and I feel for them. Like you were like one person I thought of. I was like, damn, that sucks for him. I was like, holy shit. I have a coworker at work. Her and her boyfriend love it. Like love physical collecting. And they were just like, or still are just absolutely appalled at this like whole backlash. And I at first I was like, okay, that's not like a big deal for me. And then when the backlash came out, and I learned about it more, I was like, okay, it may not be like a big deal for me, but it's a big deal for people I know, and that sucks for them.
I like used game stores.
Yeah.
I do too.
Even if I'm not going to buy anything.
The time.
Now, if you were to walk
just going through there being like, oh shit, that's that much now? Like, oh, fuck.
I
have that. Damn.
If
like, or like just whatever.
If you were to like walk into my store, right when you walk in, right hand side, giant wall of just like used PS5 games. And now all of us, like when this came out, we all came into work and we're like, damn, that wall's going to be gone soon. Like, it's kind of fucking weird. Like now that wall is just going to be a wall for like more anime figures or fucking statues or some other shit. But I was like,
GameStop salivating at the mouth here.
I was like, damn, dude, that's, and that's when I was like, okay, this is a big deal. I was like, this is kind of a big deal. So it's going to be very interesting coming January 2028 to see how the PS6 now does. It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting.
It'd be $900, so
yeah, it's going to be unaffordable to begin with.
I'm not going to have to worry about that.
Too.
But
but I mean, like I said, speaking from a physical collector standpoint, I think Sony was like probably the last publisher, or the last like kind of like main big three that I thought this was going to happen from. I thought this was going to be. I thought this was Xbox's. I mean, this was Xbox's goal with the One. With their restriction when they first announced the Xbox One, and it was like, oh, Xbox, what did you do?
In a very similar situation of like, well, no, not very similar. Like they were coming off of the hubris of the 360, but like,
and they were
like, we can do this. Like,
they were obviously trying to curb the used game market by like having each physical disc locked to your system, so to speak, and
I mean,
not giving you the ability to loan games to players and stuff and whatever.
Yeah,
which was.
You never want your article titles about you to include the letters DRM. Like that. If that is the headline, like, oh, you fucked up a little bit. Yeah.
So, and then it was funny because PlayStation came out of the gate swinging like, hey, we're going to be the exact opposite of you. We promote. This is why PlayStation 4 won by a huge metric, and Xbox still kind of trying to catch up from that.
The cable box and and the
TV
tall
box.
built-in everything like that just really fucked them.
Yeah, they really did. Yeah. So, it was just
Natal,
weird that
Connect.
from that Connect. Yeah,
not Natal.
That was like the precursor to
that was the prototype name.
Yeah, but
with Milo.
That was the funny part because like, to go from that to now like Sony all of a sudden becoming its own worst enemy here. And like I said, every tweet, every post that they make, comment section is just spread with all this.
Luigi,
like,
I wish you could see it. It's so funny.
I
will like when they tweet, I will just scroll and be like, God, this is so good.
It's actually my thing. It's actually why I go on Twitter now.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
it's the kind of thing where like when you're like in the driver's seat as they are right now and have been for a while, you can just do shit. Like, you know, in the PS4 era, it was a lot of Nintendo getting the Switch up and running and the X-Bone being like crossplay. We want to do crossplay. And like Sony doesn't have to do that because they're the driver's seat people. They're doing better. And so they can just be like, well, here's a middle finger to you. This is what we're doing, kind of thing. And when they're coming off the back of the PS3, which eventually did well, but they were still a little cautious. They were a little behind that, you know, so they have to play that sort of like, yeah, we're going to do what you need. But cut to 3 years later, they're like, we're not doing crossplay. Like, fuck you. We're the best.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have to.
Yeah. Sony's always shot themselves in the foot. Like here's this example. I think this was like, you know, I think they posted something about NBA 2K or whatever.
Oh.
And then the first comment, give us physical games. Fuck Sony, like spelled with like game cartridges.
Yeah, man.
I think that this is one I've seen all the time where it's like PlayStation 2, the first DVD player, PlayStation 3, first Blu-ray player.
My first Blu-ray player, yeah.
PlayStation 5, my last PlayStation.
Yeah.
You know? So
one of my favorite was when they announced they were doing like an all blue controller, and it was just like a nice blue controller, and
so innocuous. Like, hey, look, here's a new controller
just
color.
Like
this is play has limits.
Play has limits.
Yeah.
And then like on the blue controller post, the first comment was, so is this a physical controller or is it a digital controller?
Yeah. There you go.
It was
bravo.
So
I
good.
approve.
Just so funny to see them get dunked on by everyone.
And the problem is that they haven't addressed it, you know, which I think is pissing people off because I know Sony's playing the long game. They're like,
they are.
Eventually, people are going to stop talking about it. People are going to eventually.
No, it's only going to get worse.
Yeah, and I think the longer they don't say anything, the worse it's going to get for them. To the point where I think now they're shaking in their boot. They have to be shaking in their boots a little bit. Like, shit, we thought people would be done talking about this, but they still are. You know, and I think they're kind of like overconfidently banking on the fact that it's like, you know what, people are going to buy the shit out of our next system. People are going to buy the shit out of our games. We don't care about this small minority of Twitter followers. You know,
I'm like a 1 week blackout. Like, come the fuck on. Like, grow
segues
up
into our next news. Yeah,
get rid of your PlayStation. Like, all right, I'm switching. Like, and that's not feasible right now, and they know that you're not moving to a new system, or else you would just leave. It's not a 1 week blackout. Come on. So yeah, I eventually this will subside. They've given it a year and a half. It'll bubble back up when it's about to happen, but like they're not going to see any long-term damage from this. Like, what they're gonna hit 100 million PS5 sold. You know, this will be like a little speed bump or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I think it'll die
tell us
down
about
for
this.
a bit.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think it's gonna die down for a bit, and then like next year, maybe like halfway through next year, it's gonna spike back up before it like happens, and everyone's gonna be pissed.
It's like whenever someone closes a storefront, you know, they like give it 2 years, then this is gonna close, and you know, then 6 months before, people are like, hey, remember that shit's closing soon? Get in there and do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But it's gonna kind of
that's my problem because like, you know, with all this hype over GTA 6, for example, you know, and Rockstar saying like, we're not going to be printing this game physically.
Yeah.
This game is going to be digital only. At some point, you're not going to be able to play Grand Theft Auto 6. And it's got to be well in the future, you know?
Yeah.
But at some point, if you want to go back to play Grand Theft Auto 6, say you never played it, and you're like, hey, I want to go back and play Grand Theft Auto 6. I've never played it. Oh, the PlayStation 5 storefront is down?
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Or, you know, in this case, like GTA 5, like if you want to play on GTA Online and GTA 5, like eventually that'll probably be gone. We'll be talking about it on private servers. Like we were, it'll be like Anthem.
Yeah, no kidding.
The whole
compare those two games.
Especially like now, you can, if you want to play Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto, 4 or 5. They all physical copies of it. And the earlier ones, like all the data's on the disc itself, so it's like you don't have to worry about needing to download a patch or anything like that.
I got a PS2 version of San Andreas around here somewhere.
Yeah, so you can play that anytime you want.
Great game.
Anyway, tell us about this blackout.
Yes, unhappy PlayStation fans are calling for a 1-week blackout from August 23rd to August 30th, asking other players to turn off their consoles to signal their frustrations directly to Sony. With the goal of the blackout is to impact active player statistics, give active logins, metrics which Sony highly values, without causing lasting damage to third-party developers or publishers. Well, hey, if you go out and buy a different system, then you can still support those publishers.
Most games nowadays are multi-platform, so
yeah. Organizers cite growing discontent with Sony's recent actions, including studio closures, canceled fan events, and neglecting classic franchises. So, yeah. Nothing's good out there, folks. It's just bad right now. Yeah. You want to be on PC, it is also bad to get into that. So
it's also a steep fucking hell.
That's what I mean. It's bad out there for you to get that equipment.
And God forbid if you want to buy a freaking Steam Cube, that's like a lot.
Right.
Or even a Steam Deck
for that.
The Steam machine, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think, what is it? There was analysts that were saying like Steam Deck sales dropped like 75% after the price hike.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was not in stock forever, and then it came back in stock, and the price like doubled. And now I'm like, shit, I have an expensive item. This is I can resell it and like get all my money back. This is crazy.
That's the funny thing, because you could probably, like, for the PlayStation 5 and even the Series X, for example, you could sell that shit for the same price you probably bought it for.
That's true. Like, it has gone up in value.
If you bought it on launch, like, you could sell it for the exact same price that you bought it for, which is crazy at this point.
Damn.
Yeah. Wild. So
it's bad out there, folks.
I mean,
I hope you have a system that you like.
I mean, there's plenty of options. You can go back in time. You can play the retro systems. You can explore that.
I think a lot of people
good old
just
games.
Like trying to find PS2s and PS3s on, just like reliving the old day. Hell, you guys are gonna be very proud of me. I modded my PS Vita. I did.
There you go.
I modded
my Vita.
Video.
I watched that video.
Oh my god, it's the best. If you have not modded your Vita, go do it. It is very easy.
Right.
Oh my god, I did it in like 10 minutes. I had to buy like this little adapter thing, $10 off.
Yeah, like an SD card adapter.
Yeah. Oh my, did it in 10 minutes. I have gone back in time. It's so cool. I platinum Sly Cooper 1. I'm playing 2. I can download any game from like Asia, Europe, Japan, North America. It's fucking so sick. It's so cool. So
I was trying to grab for my modded 3DS when my dog decided to agree with you, I guess.
I think so.
Margo, go to bed.
He was like, someone mentioned the PlayStation Vita. Let's go.
Vita means life. She's a big Vita fan.
It's so cool. I wish I did it sooner. I was scared as hell because I'm like, oh god, I don't want to break this. But then 10 minutes and that's it, done.
Yeah, I was gonna say soft modding is becoming easier for a lot of people. Soft mod the Wii's, like that is apparently very easy to do.
Oh yeah.
Wii's real easy.
Yeah.
I had one at one point. Like within a year of that thing coming out, I had a modded Wii.
Yeah. And I mean, that system's powerful enough that it could play, PlayStation 2, and everything back and stuff. But I mean, the modding scene is pretty big. And honestly, like, even if you go back to the PlayStation 3 and the 360 era, those games are still cheap. Very cheap.
Yeah.
Like, good solid games, like really good solid games, can be like $10 each.
I mean, like, the systems themselves sold well enough.
Yes,
that,
and
like,
the game
the market was healthy
dollars,
enough.
And the game sold buco copies to the point where if like major games that were like really solid games, like you can go out and find a Gears of War, for like $10 or less, and that game is great by all means. But I know that's a tough sell to ask when you look at the graphics, that we're seeing now. But
I just need to get an OG Xbox and San Andreas on that, and then load up a bunch of CDs.
Hell yeah,
because that's my favorite way to play that game is on an OG Xbox.
We talked about that because you can load up your own soundtrack on the Xbox.
Yes,
which is absolutely insane.
Yeah, that was great.
Mm-hmm. Can't do that now. I mean, I think with your modern systems, you could play Spotify radio.
Yeah, you could probably do that.
Yeah.
I can't upload anything.
Yeah, you can't upload your own soundtrack or anything.
Speaking of that, I heard that in GTA 6, apparently you can link your Spotify to play in the game. So I was like, that's cool. That's a cool thing.
I would like that.
I would love to just be like ripping around town and just like listening to what I like legitimately listen to. That's cool. So that'd be cool. That's a big win.
Yeah.
That's like the closest that we'll get to what Xbox did back in the day.
Yeah. I mean, because like you could play NFL 2K5 on an OG Xbox with your soundtrack like playing in the background sometimes.
Forza Motorsport, the original Forza Motorsport games, the dirt racing games.
OG Xbox was great for that.
Yeah, I played a lot of, I think Dirt was on 360, but I played a lot of racing games on the OG Xbox, uploading my own soundtrack, which is cool as hell. So I bought one of the, so I have the Halo Edition Xbox that I bought from a friend of mine. And he said it just doesn't work. I fired it up recently and it just doesn't power up. So I'm like, he sold it to me for 40. No, the original Xbox.
Oh, pardon me.
The Halo Edition. It's like, translucent green or something like that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He sold it to me for $40 because he's like, it doesn't work. It doesn't power on, but if you want it, like I'd sell it to you for $40. I was like sold.
Sure.
Because that shit is expensive.
Yeah.
So I replaced the power supply in it.
Yeah.
I just swapped it. Fires up, plays great. I think I had to change the disc tray rubber band because like the disc tray couldn't open, and that's an easy fix too. But
damn disc trays, always flippy tops, people with your disc systems.
Yeah. So Come on. I looked at he had his soundtrack loaded onto the hard drive. I was like early 2000s new metal phase, and I was like, bro, what is this soundtrack? And he was like, dude, I don't even remember what's on there.
It's 2003 in a box, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's exactly the 2003 Xbox fan in a box.
Yep, that's it right there. What else we got for PlayStation news? Anything?
If you were really mad about Girl God of War, don't worry, there's another one coming. Got announced at Comic-Con. Cory Balrog.
Yeah, I think he's the I think I was writing this note and then I forgot to mention who he was. I think he's the series game director or something.
Okay.
Didn't he do the first two?
Okay.
Yeah, but I think he stepped back with the last one, I thought.
Ragnarok?
Yeah, I thought he took a step back with the last one. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's another one of those, so don't worry. I don't know if it's a Elder Scrolls Fallout situation and how long you're going to have to wait for it, but
it's on the way.
Yeah, it's coming, I guess.
Yeah. So all you alpha chuds out there.
If we really bothered you.
Oh my God.
It's not my God of War game.
Yeah, sure.
It's the wife of the guy you love to play. Get over it.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Kratos finally found love.
Okay? Yeah, and you get to play the girl who basically whooped him into shape.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Well, that's pretty much PlayStation news.
That seems to be it. Just remember they're also getting rid of Vita and PS3 stores, so be mad at them for more than just the one thing.
You don't have to panic buy, but just keep in mind what's available digital only.
Yeah, we start this cycle anew.
Yes.
Of a new store shutting down.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of those physical games are still cheap. The PlayStation Vita, not so much, but the PlayStation 3, there's still a lot of cheap games. PlayStation 3 still got a lot of cheap games. So
yeah.
Xbox. not doing too good either. There was a memo that came out earlier this month called Resetting Xbox, and it's an interesting, very honest take from Asha Sharma, who's the CEO of Xbox at this point. Kind of, she looked at the books first 100 days. She looked at the books. She looked at the state of Xbox, and she's like, "It's not good here. It's not good." And I'm gonna say, past decisions did not help. At the times, maybe we thought, "Oh, this is good." This is maybe Xbox trying to stay relevant, trying to kind of be a big player in the game, but obviously it didn't pan out as well as they probably thought it did. And from Asha's standpoint, she was like, "Yeah, this hurt us." I mean, she openly said in her memo that's released to the public, she said, "Our business today is not healthy. We're operating at margins that are 3 to 10 times lower than comparable platform and publishing businesses." So pretty much they're losing money left and right.
Yeah, but like there's a reason why this is not the same as other software. And what she's really looking at is like how amazing the margins on AI are.
Yeah.
Which is one reason why it's fueling so much. It's oh my god. Anyway, yeah. So the profit margins are going to be a lot tighter on something like this.
Yeah, especially the hardware, because at this point in the game, the PlayStation 5 and Series X have been out for 6 years at this point.
Yeah.
So you pretty much have the majority of your install base at this point. Now, typically in the past, consoles would have dropped in price, but with current, hardware prices the way they are, they're going up in price. So they're almost like $100 more than what they used to be, or than what they were when they first, came out. Probably even worse. So basically, what Xbox has done, she said, basically, we're going to reset the content portfolio. So as of now, Compulsion Games and Double Fine Productions, which were Xbox studios, basically she released them and said, "Okay, run yourselves. We feel you guys are good enough in a good place where it's like, okay, management is now yours." So basically, they will return to management and transition to independent studios with their own IP and catalog for their games. And what's interesting about Double Fine is, I think, being under the Xbox umbrella, and they said this openly in interviews, they were like, "We can kind of do whatever we want. We can pitch whatever kind of game we want, and Xbox will support us."
Yeah.
Now it's a little different.
Yes.
Now you're independent. Now it's make or break. Now you have to pump a game that's going to make you money.
Well, now they have to go back.
Your last game didn't. The last game didn't kill them.
Yes. Well, now they have to go back to publishing.
Yes.
That's what they what they were doing before. Like
or
not
find
just their
publishers.
I mean, they were publishing their own games and other people's games.
Yeah.
Before they got brought in to Xbox, which yeah.
So Undead Labs and Ninja Theory, they're still going to be pumping out their games, because obviously we saw Senua announced at the last Xbox showcase.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because that they announced it and all of a sudden they said, "Okay, we're releasing Ninja Theory as well." But Ninja Theory has to find someone to buy their company, or buy their development team. And then it's the same with Undead Labs, who's making State of Decay 3. So I think Xbox is going to be like, "Okay, we'll give you the money to finish this game," but I imagine that has its limit. The development
Packed
team
off the runway. Probably.
Yeah, the development team at Arcane, who's making the Blade game, still haven't heard anything about any updates about this Blade game. But
like the movie.
Yeah, so I guess they're working with the French government to look at consultation on okay, can we help you guys along to finish this game, because we heard they're over budget, they're way past deadlines and stuff. So yeah. So basically, she cleaned house, as we found out last time we talked. I think she laid off quite a few people, And a lot of these people that she laid off were management personnel, I think.
Yeah, but also like id Software is just down to a support staff because they have decided to
id Software
forgo id Tech.
Yeah, but the funny thing is that id actually came out on social medias and said, "We're fine. We're running at this. We're running with the same team size as when we were working on Doom 2016. So we're still a good solid team. We still can make games. We just don't need 500 people in our studio
because we're no longer developing our own engine."
Yeah, and I mean they can still
we're going to switch. We're going to switch to Unreal, which is they could hilarious.
They could still work with their id Tech engine. It's just obviously they're not going to be updating it as fast as
but they've been told that they need to switch over to Unreal, which is
probably going to save them money.
PC history is fucking hilarious.
yeah. Which I mean, maybe it's probably going to help them in the long run, but she said
it's cost cutting. Yeah.
She said today in some parts of the company, work passes through as many as 14 layers of management.
Holy.
Which is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
She said we will reduce the management layers to no more than 5 and where possible 3.
Yeah.
Which 14 layers of management, it's like no wonder things took so long. So and then third, we are resetting how we operate. Teams, studios, and functions often operate independently and became harder to work towards a shared goal, make the right trade-offs, and get things done. So I think this is Asha basically saying, I'm going to start holding you fuckers accountable to get your shit done.
I mean,
because I think the culture in the past with, Peter, I forgot his name already. Spencer?
Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer, that was it. Yeah, I was going to say Peter Spencer. He was like, I want my development teams to take their time, make the game they want. I want them to make the game that they want and know that they're safe with us because, we're publishing their games. So we'll which when you look at the studios that have come out with the games that they have had, not big sellers, not big titles, long development cycles. I mean, like I said, that nice guy attitude, I think hurt them in the long run.
I mean, I still think the Activision deal hurt them in the long run, but
100%. Which I think she even admitted in this too. She was like, "This
is why we are where we are."
This is why, yeah.
And so they're cleaning house because of that, but and then what was it? They're going to lay off 3,200 people. They laid off half of them. We didn't talk anything about support studios because she didn't have to. They're not technically employed, so. But
they're all contract employed. They're all contract studios.
Well, they've slashed the budget for those kinds of needs. You can't. Those people are gone. I believe they had it wasn't sales reps, but a lot of their like outreach is being removed, and then management, like you said.
Yeah. So I think they're establishing a chief operating officer across content, hardware, platform, and services. Helen Chiang is the person that's doing it, and she is reporting directly to Asha.
Where did she come from?
She worked on Xbox Live. She also led the Minecraft franchise, so I think she's been
around a minute.
The games, guess. Yeah. So, I think the idea that Xbox wants to do, I think, instead of like obviously the fragmenting of studios, is to kind of reel everybody in and just be like, okay, let's get our heads into the ground. Let's get this shit done, because it's like, what's the worst case scenario in this point? Business is so bad that now everybody loses a job.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it sucks that people lose their jobs, but imagine if all of a sudden Asha says the business model sucks, everything is terrible, we have to shutter the doors for everybody. That sucks. And I mean, that would suck. That would suck for the broader video game industry and everything. So,
yeah. Because they don't have a whole lot else going for them. I mean, they're pushing the AI stuff. but even people hate
Microsoft 11. In general.
Yeah.
Is I think one of their I think Asha, I don't know if she let go or if this guy quit. He was one of the AI engineers that jumped onto the Xbox team, and then 2 months later he just quits.
Okay.
Because Asha obviously came out and said we had plans to do Copilot AI on Xbox, and they abandoned that.
Yeah.
Which is that was like one of her first decisions. She's like, no, we don't need this here. Which
no, please don't. Because
I'm glad for that.
I mean, the last Copilot news I heard was they're trying to use it to help you like with your computer. It's not like they're trying to replace File Manager basically with Copilot, and it's like cool. Now all of my files will be something that can be scraped.
Copilot can find your files for you. You don't have to do it yourself.
Just use File Manager, man.
Fuck right off.
Come on, use File Explorer. You're
fine. You should know where all your shit is on your computer. So, I think I'll tell you what. If Xbox can come out and say we support a physical media future,
be an easy thing for them to do.
It'd be a slam dunk. It would be a slam dunk
if their console was cheaper.
Yeah.
This sucks. Mm-hmm. This weird new reality, this uncharted territory that we're in, where like consoles go up in price instead of down. Like Sony could get that's why I was saying the 1 week blackout, like you can't jump ship because all the other ships are fucking expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I guess you just do your 1 week blackout,
Yeah. Hope that works for you.
Yeah.
In other news and good news though for Xbox, they're bringing PC backwards compatibility. Original Xbox games backwards compatibility is launching an early release on PC, so we got 4 games to come out. These games were actually backwards compatible on Xbox systems, but now it's on PC. So you got Blinks, the Time Sweeper.
Hell
Andre,
yeah!
I think this is your game.
Hell yes! Give me the cat.
Conquer Live and Reloaded.
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! I know. I liked it. This game was good.
This game, it was good, but it was like it was censored in weird ways that the 64 version wasn't, but then it was uncensored in weird ways that the 64 was, and I was like,
I know. That's why it's like, it was. Both versions were censored in a way. I forget. There's like one uncensored version. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But Live and Reloaded had Xbox Live play on it. So
Crimson Skies: High Road to Revenge. I think that was the launch title for the Xbox.
Is that the plane game?
Is that the sequel?
Yeah.
Is it the sequel or the original
game?
I guess it would say Crimson Skies 2 if it were the sequel. Never mind.
I suppose, yeah. And Fusion Frenzy, another
Bill
popular.
Gates' favorite game.
Yep. Another popular
all
Xbox
just
title.
Banger titles.
Yeah.
Like, for real.
Yeah, really. Honestly, a good start for the first 4 games.
Yeah.
Games are available via Game Pass. You can buy them as well.
Mm-hmm.
Or, if you have bought them in the past on your Xbox, you can just renew the digital license on your PC.
There you go.
Yeah.
You said that in a very like Boston accent. If you bought them.
if you bought them on your Xbox.
Yeah, like
you can play it on your PC. All right.
Like, where'd that come from all of a sudden?
I don't know. I should segue into Boston accents more often. We got Conquer Live and Reloaded. We got
Fallout 4,
High Road to Revenge, and Fusion Frenzy.
Hey, you ever checked out that Fallout 4? It's wicked.
Fallout 4 wicked. Yeah, when are they gonna go in Boston and Fallout 4? Hey,
random moments, let it slip up for a bit. Bring it back
right.
in.
Oh, hey, this guy dropped himself off 5 blocks away from my mom's house.
Go hang out at Fenway.
Yeah, where's the Dunkin' Donuts around
Where's
here?
the donut stop and the coffee?
Yeah, I need my coffee.
Hey, Joey.
The games include upgraded graphics settings, VSync, anti-stropic, and whatever filtering.
Sure,
it's got Xbox achievements, which is cool if you're into that sort of thing.
That's cool.
But of course, those aren't coming till later in the year, so that's the plan moving forward. So
lame.
All right. I mean, 4 games is not a hell of a start, especially when they have an existing library. But all right,
yeah,
it's something.
So I forgot that Halo Campaign Evolved came out this week.
Yeah, I saw someone
Halo
streaming it, but it was like,
Evolved come out. You can
sure,
get it with your coffee down at the deli.
The Master Chief.
Master Chief and Joey can swim with the fishes.
Yeah. Master Chief jumping onto the Halo ring.
Hey, what's up with this 343 guilty Spock over here?
Who is this guy?
What's his name? John? What do you mean John's going to help me?
So apparently it's launching with a couple problems. There's some known issues, especially with the cinematics. Audio and video being out of sync.
Cool.
Suspending the game. Suspending the game during a cinematic may cause the last frame shown before to remain on screen and overlap subsequent cinematics for the rest of the playthrough.
We're so cooked.
That's the biggest one.
We're so cooked.
If this occurs, fully restart your console to restore cinematics to normal.
Oh my, we're so cooked.
Yeah, dude. The list of problems on the PC is even more massive.
Oh no.
I heard like actually the PS5 version is probably the PS5 version is almost just as worse.
Oh,
we're
cooked. We're cooked.
Get that away from 343, please.
Yeah.
They've just never like their rollouts suck. Like the rollout for Infinite was so rough.
I think it's 343 Studios, but they just changed their name to Halo Studios, and they're just like,
great. But all right, Meta. You're like still Facebook.
Yeah, putting a blanket on a pile of shit, basically. So,
come on, man. Like
we're different now. I don't think so.
Infinite had so much trouble at launch with like campaign and co-op and like things that just level.
They didn't put co-op in for
choosers.
Like months.
Yeah, and you couldn't pick. You had to just play through you couldn't pick. There was no level selector.
Yeah.
It's like now, come on, you have to nail this. Like,
and
it has to be good. There's already one of these out there. They have the Master Chief collection. You really want to do this? Like, it's got to be good.
Mm-hmm. Got to give people a reason. Nintendo. You've been relatively quiet ever since.
We haven't said a fucking word. We've been down at the deli with Joe. No, I'm just kidding. So for all you Pokopia fiends out there, the first DLC is coming next week, August 5th, called Bubbly Basin. If you don't know what it is, go watch the trailer. No, it's basically it's like take the area that you have and just put it underwater. That's basically what the game is. Bikini Bottom in fucking Pokopia.
More water pokies.
More water Pokemans.
Because you couldn't swim in the base version of Pokopia.
You couldn't swim with the fishes, but now you can. Now you can swim with all the fishes.
Go underground, but not underwater.
Literally. Yeah. So if you want to experience the full breadth of Bubbly Basin's new area, you will need to purchase the $34 expansion pass in order to the August DLC. This is one of 3. I know that for sure. Now another heckin' news. Shigeru.
I thought there was like they had added the ability to go underwater in the base game, but this whole expansion is more of that. But like I felt like that was
you would drown. You would drown.
So but they did a free update to the game where like you can go underwater now in the base game. Oh, you couldn't before.
I might have
in preparation for this expansion or something like that. But I could be completely wrong on that.
Yeah, I haven't played this game, so I can't provide context for you.
I played a little bit of it, but
the game took over my life for a brief stint. It was great, but Mr. Shigeru Miyamoto has some words about the gaming landscape with remakes and console wars graphics. He says, I was happy that the Switch lasted for 8 to 9 years. I think that customers are no longer looking for specs. I think the ideal is that if you buy the software, you can play it on the device you have at home. Miyamoto explained before saying Nintendo has provoked gameplay that only we can create. A bold statement. And he and had the advantage of working on a single architecture versus several at once. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Some people I do agree with this. Some people
we do. Oh, I just want to say this is machine translated, so this isn't like.
Oh yeah,
of course he said this all in Japanese, and no one.
Yeah, this was translated.
They didn't actually get a translator for this.
Yeah, so just take that as you will. Some people might say there are a lot of remakes, but after 5 years, a lot of people have outgrown games and stopped playing them. Young people today don't have the opportunity to play games from 10 years ago. So remaking them to be more playable and releasing them is a good way to meet the demand. He told Famitsu, as translated by Nintendo Everything, letting people know the original games also lead to future developments. So we've been actively pursuing that recently. And that's pretty apparent with Star Fox and The Legend of Zelda that's coming out, because I, as a father now, get to experience that game again with my son, and it's really fucking cool.
That game is beautiful.
And that
game looks so good.
I will not be talking to anyone on that day because I will be so locked into that game that I will forget to eat. Mm-hmm. But I'm
gonna have to send you text message reminders like, hey,
I
man,
will
go eat a sandwich.
Hey, pause the game. Just
go eat a sandwich.
Go have some chips or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I do agree that like, and like he's also, I'm pretty sure Luigi backed me up if I'm wrong. He's also come out and said, because hang on, let it land. In Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, when you hear the name Rauru, you're like, well, who the fuck is Rauru? And he's also said people probably have no idea who the hell Rauru is. So it'd be a great time to like reintroduce all the old shit. So that way people can go, oh, this guy was this guy. I swear he did. I'm wearing a goddamn Zelda shirt.
Yeah.
I feel like I should at least know.
I mean, that marks you as an expert.
Yeah.
If there's one person If there's one person who cares the least about Zelda lore, it's Miyamoto.
No, okay. Who was it?
Actively,
no. Wait.
Actively does not like it.
Who was it then? Hang on.
I don't. Yeah. But like, yeah. There's no reason to be like, hey, Rauru. He's an existing character.
No,
he's a town from Zelda 2. Like,
who made Zelda? I'm a fake fan. Oh no.
Aonuma.
I mean, Miyamoto.
Aonuma said it. Aonuma said it.
Aonuma said it.
Yeah, sure.
I could see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Miyamoto was like, wasn't he the lead developer for the first Legend of Zelda?
Yeah, but like he's the one who's always like was trying to like remove Koizumi and Aonuma's like lore that they would stick in. He's like, no, don't do that. Like I don't. And my joke has always been that like after 25 years of answering like, you know, dumb nerds questions about, you know, every 100 years, only one man per 100. He's just like, this is why I didn't want this shit in the game. I don't want to have to answer these dumb fucking questions. You know, like, I just wanted to make my dumb toy and have you play with it and leave me alone. So like, yeah, he's just never been into that. But I don't know. A lot of this is weird. I wonder if it's the translation. Like the phrase, you know, some people after 5 years, a lot of people have outgrown games and stopped playing them, which is true for some people. It's not the majority of their consumers, I don't think.
I mean, I can understand maybe from what he's saying from so say Ocarina of Time. How many people our age remember fondly playing that game when it came out in the 64, and then just maybe haven't played video games recently? Or like I would maybe dabbled a little bit, you know.
I would have preferred he said like 25 years ago, because to say 10 years ago was a cop out. It makes it sound like, well, there's nothing we can do about it, so we might as well remake the game.
Yeah.
When he is, you know, very in control of how easy it is to play older games on their systems.
Yeah. But I think Ocarina of Time remake kind of lends itself to his point of just how many people haven't bought a video game console in recent memory are going to go out and buy a Switch 2 just because of this game.
The amount of people that have come into the store and have literally bought one and said, I'm doing this for the Legend of Zelda is almost daily. It's either that or like Pokopia.
Yeah. Pokopia has been for a while was really driving shit.
And then now there's like rumors going around that apparently Nintendo might be coming out with like a Legend of Zelda themed Switch 2, which I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
I've also heard that they might be doing a Pro Controller instead, and I think the Pro Controller would be a lot better. This is a generational hot take. I think a Pro Controller would be a lot better than a Switch 2, only because the Switch 2, a Zelda theme one, would cost an arm and a fucking leg.
Yeah,
and that would justify their price hike, because they were like, well, hey, this one's obviously they're I think in September they're jumping up the price of the Switch 2 by $50.
Is it September?
1st. Yeah,
I had not heard this. That's just my blanket statement of buy one now before they raise the price.
September 1st. It's going up from it's going up $50, and people think it'll be more, but like
to 500.
Sorry,
is it?
I think with the Mario Kart bundle, because I think the Mario Kart bundle is like $450.
Yeah, I guess I bought it at $450 because I got the bundle, right?
Yeah,
I got the bundle,
for you guys, it would be $500. For me, base Switch 2 would be $700.
I don't want to think about it.
I don't want to. Yeah, so, but
Canadian dollars.
I didn't want to talk about it, but that would be like it's a Switch 2 bundle, so of course I'll buy it. And I get it, but that's a lot to ask for. Like that's a lot. Mm-hmm. So I think a Pro Controller would be very sufficient.
Yeah.
And like less of a huge chunk of your credit or like your financial. It'd probably be a bit, but it'd be less than a Switch 2. And I have a case on my Switch 2, so the only thing that I would ever see is like the dock and the Joy-Cons, and I'm like, woo, right? Like, or you could just do limited edition Joy-Cons, like how you did for
Skyward Sword.
The Skyward Sword remake Joy-Cons were really, really good. I wish I had got a pair of them.
They were so nice, and when I learned that they were like the sword and shield colors, I was like, holy shit, this is cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, but then I know they did one for Tears of the Kingdom, so there's a lot they could do. I've heard that apparently they are thinking about that, and then another thing that I think they should do is I've heard that rumors are that the cartridge is gonna be gold, like a gold cartridge.
Please,
sure.
That's like a given.
Do that.
That's a given.
Please,
that one's
Nintendo.
Shigeru,
if you're listening to this podcast, please do that.
For the love of God,
love of God, even if it is a game key card, I will still buy that shit.
You would.
I know it won't be, but also,
I mean, it would track. They've done it plenty of times before.
Oh, and another. Okay, so this is my last.
Damn, Andre.
Sorry. I haven't talked to you guys about this. So GTA is coming out November 19th. Now, I have talked to some friends, and I personally think myself that this game, the Legend of Zelda game, is coming out in sometime in November.
I believe you are correct.
Yeah.
I personally think this is the only game that could come out at the same time as GTA and stand 10 toes deep against GTA 6. You can quote me. You can at me.
No.
I second
you
it.
can DM me.
I third it.
I will not move from this hill. I personally think this is the only game coming out this year that can stand 10 toes deep against GTA 6.
Yes.
100%.
Did we discuss that before about how like everyone, I think that was your point. Everyone is getting out of November.
Yeah. A lot of games coming out in September. A couple games getting pushed back to the next year.
Onimusha move its date up to like September 4th?
Onimusha, moved its date up.
Yeah.
Fable moved to February.
Yeah, people are either getting like completely out of the year or going earlier. But yeah, I've had that exact same thought, Andre, that like, I mean, that's when Ocarina is coming out. They don't care. They know they know that they can Barbenheimer this.
Different audiences. You have GTA people, and then you have like, not only do you have now like new Zelda fans, but you have like all of like all three of us who like grew up with Zelda. The amount of like reels that I saw of like normal people just doing like normal things, or people being like, I'm not buying a Switch 2, and then they hear the doo 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 of like the melody, and they're like, oh shit. Like you have tapped into a nostalgia of just generations of people. So I wholeheartedly think this game could if not shadow GTA.
It'll be
6.
fine.
It'll do just fine.
It'll be like Animal Crossing and Doom. Everybody just really latching on to
to either
that's sort of but like the phenomenon of them both, the sort of Barbenheimer thing.
That's exactly what
people were making really cute Animal Crossing Doom guy things while
and
then making Isabella do like monstrous shit.
I've seen
like it was great. So I could totally like that is exactly how this is going to go down, I think. I still need to see more. Like I said, it needs to be more than just a reskin. If it's just going to be the same game, then
I've heard that they might be adding some things. I personally think we're going to get a direct in September. Half of it's going to be the game, and half is going to be the movie, because the trailer needs to come out soon, because the movie comes out next year, and then Hasbro just announced some new action figures, so we have to see something soon.
Yeah,
I had said August, like end of sometime in like end of August, but yeah, September could easily.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Generally, what they do is they have their E3, whatever you want to call it, thing. Yeah. They do all of that in June, and then they have a big tentpole summer release that they are pushing. So whether it's Bonanza this year, it seems to be Splatoon Raiders. And so you'll get a quick direct at the end of the month or something that's going to be their summer thing.
Yeah.
And then they'll shut up till August or September.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the first week of September, like if I bet you anything, we could see one if me and you are in PAX, Stoy. If not the first week, then like the next week of September, they're being, hey guys,
PAX is not a bad time to roll something out like that.
Sure wouldn't.
You could do it before PAX, then at PAX, just like hype the hell out of it. Right. So there's tons of ample time, but I think September is a great time to just be like, hey guys, get ready, because in November it's like all balls to the walls.
Yeah, we need So I'm waiting for that, and can't stand too much more hype other than like let's just see it, like whatever. So and they're not going to give us any of that. I think they want to keep the hype down. I think I said this before.
Yeah.
They just want to control the narrative on that game. So we just won't see it for a while.
I don't think Nintendo's confirmed that they're coming to PAX West yet.
I mean, that's what I mean. But like, if the news got out that week, the week of PAX, like, that's a good way to amplify it. But
they are coming to. This is PAX East.
They're in town. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah,
they're in town.
they're like right down the road. I imagine they will be there with like at least a booth or two, showcasing some of their
playable.
games.
Who knows? I don't.
I highly doubt Ocarina of Time will be playable. I mean, that would be the weekend to release that trailer.
That would be the last weekend, I think, that you could have a playable demo out there to the public in a meaningful way. So if they're not going to do that, which I don't think they are, then we're not going to get that ever unless they do one of their little truck, tours where they're like, here, come here, and you come to Houston this weekend, you can play something.
Yeah. And then even to back off of that, I think the gameplay demo that we could see, if anything, would literally just be like young Link in the village, just like sprinting around, and maybe him fighting like a person or two to just show the combat, and like that'd be it.
That'd just show him just cutting grass.
Or you
got a sword, you got a shield. Thanks for playing.
Or like
go cut some grass.
Yeah, like on his way to the Dooku tree, and he like cuts down those two things on the way there. But it's like just like
demo ends as soon as you pass Mito.
my brother and I talk about that. Obviously, that scene. I think when Ocarina of Time got announced, and he plays games, he's not really big into it, but Ocarina of Time was his shit when that came out. My brother and I mean, I was in high school, he was in middle school. We were fighting over the Nintendo 64, over like playing that game, and he was obviously better than I was at the time. But he jumped onto the Switch and started playing, the Switch Online version, and he sent me a picture of the scene where Link leaves the forest and then Saria's there, and she's like, "Oh, you're leaving?" And that's always been like probably like to me one of my most emotional scenes in any Legend of Zelda game ever. Is when she stares at you longingly and wishes you goodbye on your journey. Yeah. And it's like,
you're leaving?
Here, take this. This is my prized ocarina. And it's like, oh fuck.
Hopefully she won't spawn in like a Unreal Engine character.
Yeah, or all of a sudden just like T-pose in there. But
yeah, like she kind of just like fades in as you're running across the bridge.
So yeah, my brother sends me the picture of that scene. You know, he took a screenshot of it and he was like, "If they don't put this in the game, I think it's unplayable." And I'm like, I agree. If it's not there, if that scene is not there, I'm like going to stop playing immediately. I'm just going to be like, I'm trading this in.
Yeah.
I'm trading this in right now.
Yeah. I said that about the Resident Evil 4 remake. I said if they don't include the line "Where's everybody going bingo," I am literally turning off my console and going.
it would literally be unplayable. I wouldn't.
Yeah, it would. I'd be like, I don't even want to play anymore. This is it. This is
no.
It. So, anything else for Nintendo?
No more rants. I swear.
Yeah. Legos.
Yeah, the Donkey Kong Lego set, man.
Which I don't think we've seen.
Oh yeah, that one.
Active. Yeah. I don't think we've seen it like, you know, in action or what it does. But I think they've just shown still images of the box or of the arcade itself. But
yeah,
interested to know how interactive it is.
It is.
Not that I want it.
It's got a functioning joystick.
Yeah,
and it's got barrels, like tons of barrels.
Yeah.
Like it's got a jump button in it and everything, and I'm like, wow, okay.
I feel like it's got to be, you know, mostly functional, like on a Game and Watch level functional version of the game. Like maybe not 1-to-1 because it's not, you know, fucking digital thing, but there's got to be something there. I'm just waiting to see what it is.
Right, Andre. I don't know if you're on the link, but it's got a whole description of kind of what's in it. But yeah, it's like you can pull the lever to release a barrel at a time, as if thrown by Donkey Kong, and then you can move Jumpman or Mario with the joystick.
That's kind of cool.
Press the button to make them leap over the barrels. So
yeah, I'm looking at it right now. That's kind of cool, actually.
It's pretty small too.
Yeah, looking at the size of this, you know, the guy's hand and everything, I'm like, oh,
$200.
It always looks big. It always looks small in your hands, but
never had that issue.
Never had that issue.
Never had that.
But yeah, 1,367 pieces.
They pulled Steve Weeby out of retirement.
$200 American. Cool.
Yeah, $200, man. I mean, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Are Mario's arms and legs going to move, or is he going to just constantly be in the jump pose?
It looks like he's constantly in the jump pose.
Yeah.
I think my man's just constantly just catching air.
Yeah. That's it. His feet aren't even on the ground. Anyway. So, guys, what have we been playing lately?
Oh, goodness.
Luigi, what have you been up to?
So I sunk some time into Mini Motorways, which is a phone game I like. It's on Steam. It's on, I think you can pay $5 for it, but it's on Apple Arcade. Just like, it's realistic, like actual cities. So like, you know, water features or rivers or mountains or whatever, and you have to like set down roads. Like the houses pop up, and then you have to there's a yellow house all the way out there, and I gotta connect it. Oh, this is gonna suck. I hope I get an interstate on the next the next Sunday update where, you know, whatever. You get like bridges or interstates or tunnels, and like you can only use them when you get them each week, and it's dumb fun. I like that game a lot. I think the thing I like the most about it is the realistic terrain. New York City is my favorite one because it's very easy to just turn it into a grid and just forget about it. So yeah, I like that game. It's fine. It's what I play a lot of my spare time. I lost a whole bunch of time to Hades 2 finally.
Oh,
I finally I've been wanting to play it for a while. Just like, I'll get to it eventually.
Get back into that game.
Did like 60 or 70 runs. Damn. Still didn't beat it.
Damn,
cannot.
Wow.
Yeah. I just can't, like, I can't get a groove together with that game. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because there's 2 paths you can go now, so there are 2 like end bosses. But yeah, like I found like a build that I kind of like, but I can just never really get it to stick the way I could in Hades 1. I caught on to Hades 1 a lot quicker than I am with 2. I don't know. I like it well enough. But yeah, done a whole lot in that game and still haven't been able to beat it. So it was a big time sink for me. I really liked it. I like those games a lot, but yeah, I don't know. The thing that took me away from it though is, and this is my big thing, is Splatoon Raiders is really, really good. Yeah, like really good. So I've played a lot of that. I've rolled credits on that already.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I played a lot of it. Huh?
When did the game come out? Like yesterday?
No, Friday.
I want to say I got it on Friday. I rolled credits yesterday or Sunday. I think Sunday night.
Okay.
I played a lot. I mean, it was 20 hours, so
that's not bad.
So it's not that much, but you know, and I didn't mainline the story either, or like my own single player game, because I think once you get into the second or third area, the game's like, hey, you can go. You could at any point. I think I could have called other people in to help me out after the tutorial levels.
Mm-hmm.
But then it gave me the option to go do that for other people. Like, hey, if someone's looking for help, you can go join them now. You've hit a level where you're able to do that. And so I just spent a ton of time doing that at one point. And if you go do that, if like, you know, if someone, you go to help someone else, you play a level that like you haven't beaten or something, or you've done something, and like it will carry over into your game as well, but you'll just jump into a randos match. And I like that. I you know, playing by yourself is fun, but it is a little bit easier too, because there's not a like level increase on you. When you jump in with 2 other people, the enemies get harder. But yeah, that game's good. I enjoy Nintendo. Nintendo has this way of sometimes like making a thing that is a facsimile of a trend, but they do it in their own way. Like Splatoon itself is like a, you know, their answer to like a 2v2 or like a 5v5 multiplayer shooter game, and almost like an Overwatch kind of way, where you have
kind of like a hero
power
shooter.
ups. Yeah, a little bit, but like that isn't what it started out as. It just sort of became that, and I like the way they put their spin on things. This is, you know, kind of like the raiding shooter game where you're it's, you know, mixed between a horde mode and like Arc Raiders or Tarkov or whatever. But it's not disgusting and filled with microtransactions, and it feels kind of fair, and I like that. And I like Splatoon anyway. Like I've played all 3 of them. I like them a lot. I would still play Splatoon 3. So yeah, it's really good. It's a good Splatoon. It's a good like Salmon Run spun out into a whole. It's different than Salmon Run, but it's similar enough to Salmon Run. But yeah, all the customization options are great. All the leveling up stuff is really fun. I like the power ups a lot. I was playing a completely different way until I needed help on a level, because I just kept running out of time, because there are time limits on some levels. And I was like, all right, I just need some other people in here to like help me get like just get past the time barrier. And some dude walked in like with some gadgets or power ups, or you know, you can unlock more and more of them as you go through the game. And one that I had thought was dumb, and watched them just completely destroy a map with it, and was like, oh, okay, maybe I should start leveling that thing up. Maybe I should start messing with that. Like, I see what they're going for here. So yeah, it's been fun. I'm not playing too differently, like as far as weapons, as I do from Splatoon, but yeah, I think just the ability to upgrade Splatoon weapons in a way that the game doesn't let you do, because it's a multiplayer shooter, has been a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to playing with Dylan. We keep talking about it, but we haven't yet. And yeah, I was playing it before I got on this call. So
cool.
It's really good. It's a really good game.
I don't think I jumped into 3. I know I played the first 2, like the first one on the Wii, and I think I had 2 on the Switch.
Yeah,
good, fun, solid games. Actually, really fun to play co-op. If you play with people that you like. But
yeah,
obviously also good single player games too. Like you can kind of have it both ways. So,
and there's some single player like those kinds of levels are in here. They usually revolve around your gadget, your little power up. So like your jump into the air and ground pound explosion kinds of shit. And
I like when they design levels around weapons and around mechanics that you get, because like
they're all the levels are like that, and some levels they don't even give you a gun, and so you have to use the power up as the only thing that you have to get through the levels, or to blow up a bunch of balloons simultaneously or things like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a good balance. Jumping into other people's matches only take like a few minutes. It's good. It's quick. Yeah, I like it a lot. We're good.
Andrew, what have you been up to?
Well, Luigi, if you need a teammate, I can help you, because I just got it.
And you've been quiet this whole time. God,
I was waiting for you to finish so then I could be like, well, if you need a teammate, I can help you, because I got it yesterday and I started playing it today. And I am someone who has never played Splatoon, not because I don't enjoy it. I just feel like it's never. I've said this once to you, but I feel like getting into Splatoon 3 now would be so late, because it's just so much has happened. But apparently it's never a bad time to get into it. But I was humming and hawing, and I've heard nothing but great things about it. And unlike you, I'm not you're a big fan. I'm not a fan, not because I think it's lame, because I have never given it a shot.
Yeah.
And playing so far, I've really enjoyed it. I have another buddy who, after this call, actually, he's just playing the tutorial, so we're gonna go rip some raids together. Okay. I just got done. What did I get done? I got done the second island. I just turned off the fog. If that tells you anything.
Yes.
Yeah. I just turned off the fog. And then he said that he was gonna start playing it, so I stopped there so then I can help him. Like the first raid that is level 8 that you unlock, like the first. So I was level like 4 and I was trying to play it today, but I couldn't beat it. So I just kept playing the raid over and over and over again, and just getting the XP to where I leveled up to level 8, and then I finally beat it by myself. So I did that. All the
I had that happen a lot early in the game. Like, okay, it's fun, so though. this is okay, I'm going to be replaying these levels a lot. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So and as you just said, all the gadgets are super fun. The first gadget I gravitated towards was the axe. The axe. I was like, even in the trailer, I was like, hell yeah, this looks like something I'd want to do. So I gravitated towards that. And then during the raid that I couldn't beat, I was just trying different things. And I was like, what does this do? What does this do? What does the brush do? What does the roller do? What does the sniper do?
That's good.
I was trying. Yeah. I ended up enjoying all of them, to the point where I'm like, okay, like which gadget combo could I use with a gun, where if I use my sniper, I want to use gadgets where I can also have like the turret, so that way I'm not like fully defenseless.
Yes. Completely alone.
Yeah, and then
the sniper's not going to let you do a whole lot other than kill.
Like,
that as long as you're not supporting, you're not doing anything but killing.
You. Yeah, so right now I enjoy the shooter guns, where it's just like the machine gun, because I enjoy that. And then my gadget combo is the Beyblade and the hatchet. That's where I'm like just storming through things. But again, I haven't really dove into it a lot. So playing with my friend, I think I want to be the sniper and like the more support, and just let him just kind of like do his own thing. But so far it's a lot of fun. I like the customization. Unlike you, I don't really know a whole lot about who the three, who Shiver, Fire, and Big Man are. So I'm learning. Yeah. learning more about them.
Pop group,
Yeah,
J-pop.
So far, I am enjoying a lot. But the game that has really soaked up my entire time on the Switch 2 is Final Fantasy Rebirth. I am like balls deep into Final Fantasy Rebirth. I'm someone that I never played the OG one, so when the remake came out, I was like, all right, why is this game critically acclaimed to be the best game since fucking Tetris? And then I played the remake, and I was like, all right, this game is kind of fun.
So I actually bought it on the Switch 2 as well.
Okay.
The remake.
You want to team up later? We'll do some raids.
But I played it originally on the PS4, and then when Rebirth got announced, I rebought it for the Switch 2 because it had Intergrade, and I never played that one.
Yeah.
So then
That's
I rebought it.
Yeah.
And I was thoroughly surprised at how well it played on the Switch 2.
See, me too, because I got it when it was on sale for like $13. So I was like, yeah, sure. I mean, I love the game enough that I was like, yeah, I'll give it a third go around because I plan on playing Rebirth, before Reunion comes on. Is it Reunion? Is the third one?
Revelation.
It's Revelations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll just run it back on the Switch too. And I was like surprised at how well the remake runs on the Switch too, to the point where it's
surprisingly so good.
Surprisingly good. Runs, like I said, kind of the same thing we were talking about with Indiana Jones, like runs great on handheld mode and on TV mode. It's like, I'm like, why do we need all these damn powerful ass systems if the Switch 2 is like kind of killing it?
I can take it portably. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I can I can lay in bed right before going to bed and just like, I'm just going to get a half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then Rebirth only like ups the ante with like the story and just how like this motley crew is.
So have you played Switch 2? Have you played Rebirth on Switch 2 yet?
I'm playing it right now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. And like, it's cool seeing how like the same crew, this motley crew of just random people has now come. It's now like the stakes are like way higher. They're like trying to like protect the planet instead of like this little mission that they're on. The combat has only escalated to like freaking 12. The banter back and forth is cool. The side missions I'm doing, the open worldness, everything about Rebirth that I loved everything I loved about Remake in Rebirth is just taken to like a grander scale.
Yeah.
And I can only imagine what Revelations is going to, encompass and how that game is going to like open the world more with new job titles, new materia, new characters,
new costumes. You could dress Tifa in many different costumes now.
Tifa, God.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say I think they already announced that Revelations is like the biggest map.
Yes, yeah, and day in day out for Switch 2 as well. So that's a huge W. So I'm really enjoying, and the more I played, the more I'm like, I get why people like love this game. Like it's a really good game. But yeah, those are the two games I'm playing right now. If I'm not playing my Switch 2, as I mentioned earlier, I did mod my Vita, so I'm playing through the Sly Cooper games. Right now I'm playing Sly Cooper 2, which is a lot of fun. The early 2000s mascot games, undeniable.
Yeah.
Undeniable. So
Blinks the Time Sweeper, come on.
Blinks, Jack, Ratchet, Sly, early 2000s mascot games are so much fun.
Yeah.
So those are kind of the three games, if you want to get technical, that I am playing, but my main two are Splatoon and Rebirth. And Rebirth, majority of the time I'm playing, like I'll turn it on and then I'll blink and I'm like, fuck, I haven't eaten, and it's dark out. I'm like, holy cow. Eesh. So I just get lost in it, but it's a great game, and as we've said, it runs well on the Switch too. But that's what I've been playing as of lately.
Awesome. I've been on Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced.
How has that been?
Oh, that's been great.
Because
I mean, it's
Assassin's Creed Black Flag is where the series peaked, and we haven't.
Yeah.
We haven't.
I mean, they picked the right one to remake.
Oh God, did they?
Yeah, because I think that was like an underrated. I think initially when it was coming out, I think it was starting to break away from like the traditional mold of like ancient cities and like kind of tighter
Desmond,
quarters.
Assassins.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of where
George Washington.
Washington of the 4th Division. Yeah,
I think we've lost the plot here a little bit, guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we sure did. obviously the main difference is you don't have any of the modern day sequences in this game.
Yeah,
they
took those out
completely.
Right? Yeah,
they took those out completely because I think Ubisoft acknowledges, we kind of lost the plot a little bit with the modern story.
We sort of messed it up at one point, and
we don't even
put
know
that cat back in the bag.
You guys don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah, so. We have no fucking idea.
Yeah, so they took all that stuff out, and I think they put in like flashback sequences. So like throughout the game, you have like these little pickups, like the sea shanties, which is what I do in every town I go into.
Yeah.
First thing I do, open up the map. Where are my sea shanties?
Where are they?
See, there's nothing more genuine than just sailing around in Assassin's Creed Black Flag and just listening to the crew sing shanties. I could do it for hours.
I really could too.
So nice.
Yeah.
Disable the prompt that comes up is like to stop them from singing. Like,
no, it's like never.
No. You guys just keep going. I'll just sail. It's all good.
Yeah,
I got this.
Exactly. I mean, it's nice because obviously you have that reticule that pops up and you can have them play whichever song you want and stuff like that. So, but there's these little icons that like you can kind of pull up, like the little video clips or something like that. I haven't found too many yet. I'm only like a few hours into the game yet, but I found like one or two. Like I found like one that was like a shitty movie trailer for Black Flag.
Yeah.
Which was kind of funny in a way, but it was like, okay.
That was like the like sort of surface level of the outside story in Black Flag was that like they were using this technology to find cool past
car artifacts
relatives to make weird movies was like the front for it.
Yeah.
And then they were really doing like other shit underneath. They're like, we're just using this as a way to like make cool movies.
And also trying to find ancient artifacts from the first civilization. But
right.
No, I mean, graphics look amazing. It looks pretty much just like you remember it because they obviously going back and playing it. It was a PS4 title and Xbox One title. It was a launch title, so it's like graphics. I mean, didn't need to be improved, but it still looks great. Frame rate's awesome. The details of the Kenway's robes and stuff like that really good.
Kenway, and then didn't they bring back the same guy?
Yeah, same guy. I mean, I think they obviously retained all the original voice acting, and I heard there's a few extra lines and even a few extra like little campaigns that they added in here.
Yeah,
I haven't encountered those yet. But the one big difference that I've noticed is the combat is so much fun.
Okay,
and it kind of makes sneaking around like not fun because I'm like the combat is so. I know, but it's like obviously that's the preferred way of playing it. But the combat, it's like if you get caught, you're just like, combat's fun enough to the point
where you pull out two swords and go, all right,
whatever, it's fine. Oh, I got caught. Oh no.
Oh god.
But it's got a parry system, and then you could do immediate takedowns afterwards, and the animations that they do from it is really good. One of the guys on YouTube I follow, Blizzy channel, he noted in one of his review videos that he did, he noted that they pulled a move from Assassin's Creed Unity into Black Flag.
Oh, it's the one where you sprint and then pull him over your shoulder and then stab him. Yeah.
And then you stab him. Yeah.
Yeah. Like 1-to-1 almost.
Yeah. Like literally he was like, this is straight out of Unity. It was the best move in Unity and they brought it in here, which is so cool. And they brought so many different takedown maneuvers and so many different other, kind of animations that makes the fighting like more fluid, But I mean, obviously, I much prefer to do stealth. That's the way to go. That's the way it's intended.
It's not the Edward. It's not the Edward Kenway way.
Of course, because Edward's not really an assassin. He's a sheep in assassin's clothing.
And I think that was like my favorite thing about the game is like truthfully, when I started playing the game and then I found out that he just like took the cloak and he's like, okay then. I was like, this guy's a piece of shit. I was like, this guy doesn't deserve, right? But then later on,
he didn't even have a blade. Like he met with the Templars, and they were like, "Where's your blade?" And he's like, "Oh, it broke." And
but then
they're like, "Here, have this one."
Yeah, take this one. But then later on, like shit happens, and like he has, I won't spoil it, but shit happens. He gets caught, and then he gets saved by someone who he didn't think was who he was, and that person's like, yo, dude, like you're in this. And
that's when Edward, like it or not.
Yeah, and that's when Edward goes like, okay, so this isn't just like a thing, like this is a creed, this is a lifestyle. And that's when the game like really emphasized like you're an assassin. Mm-hmm. Like you are the guy in the cloak. Like you have to do the fucking thing, right?
Yeah.
And then besides
I think that's why, like, I think up until, I mean, Ezio's story was good. There was a lot of character development, but I think with Edward Kenway being like the kind of like, teary, like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, like I want to be rich and I want to make enough money so I can live like a king almost and stuff, and not have to worry about anything. It's like pirate's life for a little bit, but obviously I'm dreaming about retirement and stuff and having goals and everything. And he thinks this is the fast track to it. This is the way to it, and then finds, like, kind of Andre, what you said, like it's a little bit bigger than you.
Nah, dog, you're in this shit for life.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
And like, I think one of my favorite things in that entire game is when you can upgrade your like pistol thing to where you like board a ship, you swing in and just shoot 4 pistols at people, and then pull up the 2 swords. There was nothing cooler as a fucking teenager than to go like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then pull up the 2 swords and just nuke a ship. I was like, oh my god! And then
good game. And
then to sink that ship and then continue the sea shanties. I was like, this is absolute cinema. It was nothing better.
Great.
I think the one other thing that they added with the combat was like kind of like a hook shot kind of thing.
Oh shit! That's cool.
Okay.
Where, it's like a rope with a hook on it, so like you can
you can like kind of pull people down.
Get over here.
So it's like if an enemy's coming at you, you can kind of hook into them, and then if you stun them enough, you can actually like take them down right away. It's a good way to actually like reach, like if you're hiding in bushes, and if it's like the enemy's kind of close by but not close enough for an assassination, you can just kind of grab them, pull them into the bushes, stab them. That's really
sweet.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure too, if you're on a tree branch up above, and
you
someone is like below you, can't you like hang them?
Yes, you can. So it's like Batman Arkham. Yeah,
I remember the first time I did that, I was like, I was like, oh my god,
how thinking Sam Fisher, but Sam Fisher would just go down and twist your neck.
Yeah, he would just like dangle from his ankles and just crack.
Yeah, whack.
But this one, no, it's the same thing. You can kind of like repel them, hang them from the tree, whatever. Guys are walking by. It's like, oh no, straight out.
What happened to Terry?
Yeah, Terry,
back up, Terry.
Terry, back up, Terry. Oh no, Terry. And I mean, if you're a fan of Black Flag, which obviously I think most Assassin's Creed fans are.
If you've played it, you're a fan of it.
Yeah, you're a fan.
Good game.
Yeah.
If you play it, never just like Edward, you're in the life.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody say this one's not a good game. Obviously, I think even Ubisoft was a little bit shocked because I think they said they've hit their sales target within a week or 2.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, they were like, we outsold. We were expecting to sell this many by year's end, not 2 weeks after.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so
like, why didn't Skull and Bones do this well?
Yeah, because everyone wanted Black Flag after that.
I think we wanted Skull and Bones because it was announced like a year or 2 after Black Flag. Oh, cool! Just big Black Flag sort of game, and then we never got it.
And the ship combat is pretty much about the same as you remember. It's still great.
Okay,
nothing changed.
Oh yeah,
nothing tweaked.
Beautiful, love it.
Didn't need to change that. Another game I got a physical copy for on the Switch too was Mouse PI for Hire.
Okay,
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay.
There was a speed run of this at GDQ this year, which
so before you start, I traded that game in for Splatoon.
Oh, okay. Did you like the game or did you play it or?
It started out good for me, but I don't know what it was about the game. It didn't hook me.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Say that.
Yeah, it didn't.
My brother said that. I think. Yeah.
It's an interesting game.
It's a cool concept. I'll give you that.
Yes, a very cool concept. A very kind of dark, gritty noir.
Yeah.
Detective game.
Yeah, I love how it's all black and white. I really, really love that.
And there's
that
different
and
filters.
Like the design, the animations, the like very true to like the rules of animation that like Disney established, decades and decades ago. But like, I think they kind of nailed the tone Mm-hmm.
They did.
But but maybe just beyond that.
I mean, it's a boomer shooter through and through.
Yeah.
There's nothing really new,
Yeah.
I think that's enticing enough for some people. Like, you get your upgraded weapons for each level. It's a little bit, it's not open world, but it's like kind of like you have an overworld map and you can go from different places to different places. You can go back to old levels. And
have you quick question, have you gotten the Tommy gun yet?
Not yet, no.
Oh, so you just started.
I'm only like a couple hours in. I want to say I just got to probably the area where you get the Tommy gun, because I think I'm in the third main area.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this now. In the Mouse PD, there's a Resident Evil reference. Don't miss it.
Okay.
All right.
You will love it, and knowing
just a big statue of a mouse
like,
in the middle of the
hallway.
You'll
be like, oh my god, it's super. It's a very obvious reference, but when you get it, it's like, holy shit, this is cool.
Okay. No, I mean, honestly, just talking to the characters and like a lot of the side characters is very, it's a very well developed game. I think from your supporting characters and even some of the other characters that you can kind of interact with on the side and stuff like that. But, it's no, honestly, I mean, kind of a boomer shooter game through and through. Like it's like kind of like a run and gun. You're moving. You're not like seeking cover is not going to be the way to play this game because enemies don't do the same thing. Enemies, all they're doing is literally just running towards you and shooting. So you have to employ those same tactics. And it's kind of jarring when you play most first person shooters now, where it's like you have to use cover and you got to use flanking maneuvers and stuff like that. And enemies are smarter AI, whereas these are like old games where it's like, no, the enemies just run straight at you. They don't care about anything.
You have an HP bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Number. It's not like a regen sort of get to cover so you wipe all the strawberry jam off of your visor.
Yeah, but I mean, obviously this game is gory to the point where it's like you could decapitate your enemies.
Yeah,
there's a lot of blood involved in a lot of these things.
Oh yeah,
but
that's chocolate syrup actually.
So yeah, no, it's a solid game through and through. I hope to get back into it, but like I said, I still haven't beaten Adventures of Elliot yet. I still want to get back to Black Flag. I'm really nervous because I feel like September is coming up, and there's a lot of games in September that I have on my wish list.
Oh God, September is.
I'm getting nervous because I don't think I'm going to beat these games in time, and it's just
I have a lot of friends that are like, I'm not looking forward to September.
No.
Yeah, thanks, Rockstar.
I haven't beaten Pragmata yet.
No.
I think there's like another game or two that's on my list that I haven't beaten yet.
How far are you in Pragmata?
I honestly, I don't even know.
Can I just tell you how it ends?
First Light, I haven't beaten
stuck on the
yet.
moon.
No, don't tell me how it ends because I do want to play it. I do want to play it. First Light, I haven't even beaten yet.
What?
And I love that game.
Oh, Stoy, come on, man.
Good Lord, man.
I know.
Yeah, something's got to change. Anyway.
My next two games is I'm getting Liza P for the Switch 2.
Okay.
So next week.
That's a good game.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've beaten it twice, but I haven't beaten the DLC, and I love that game. So it's just it's just cool to have. And then in September, I'm getting Onimusha. So
all right,
and that's it. After that, it's kind of like I'm just gonna wait for Zelda.
Waiting for Zelda.
I'm just gonna wait for Zelda.
So kind of like a final topic that we can kind of like shoot a little bit on. We kind of talked about this with like kind of how like what Shigeru Miyamoto said, where they're like, people don't care about fancy specs and stuff like that. I think they care more about gameplay than anything. Mm-hmm. Do you think he's right? Do you think?
I don't know if he's right. I agree with him.
Okay. So from I guess from our individual standpoints, like, what do you care most about in a game? Do you care, like, do the graphics need to look amazing? Does the gameplay need to be on point? Does it need to, are there specific genres that you prefer more so than others? I guess what's your type of game?
Personally, I would probably say graphics don't matter, because you could argue that like the Switch 2 isn't the most powerful thing to play games on, and I know that, and I have fully accepted that. I could go take my PS5 back. I understand that. I may be at a quote disadvantage, and from that, I have now learned to look at everything else. Okay, if the graphics aren't cool, why am I playing this certain game? Final Fantasy Rebirth, like, for example, I know I'm probably playing it on the least powerful system, but from the gameplay and the storytelling, I have been hooked since I fucking started it. So I personally think myself, I'd go storytelling and gameplay are two big components in my way of gaming. And like, you know, Splatoon, the story, I haven't really sunk my teeth into it, but the gameplay so far, like the amount of times where I will just like splat ink and just be in my squid form and just like audibly make sounds and go like just because I can. And I think that's like the Nintendo charm. And I'll like jump out of the ink and like just like have fun. I think that like I couldn't find that anywhere else but here. So my personal takeaway, if you have storytelling and gameplay, I'll play it. If you have one or the other, I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I've always been, and I think this happened like with, there's always a certain person who like graphics are the most important thing to them. But I would have conversations in college with people who are like, no, I need to play only the most like high res, up to date games. And like, that
I need to
get kind of weird.
1200 frames per second, or I'm not playing it.
No,
cool.
No,
so
I
mean,
like,
those are the PC fanboys that know that they can like overclock their PCs to play. Last of Us 2 at like 120 frames a second or whatever.
Right. And like, sure, if you want to do that, fine. Like, I'm going to opt for a stable frame rate over, performance, I guess, or is that performance? I can't remember. But
there's like quality. I mean, generally in games on the PlayStation 5 or Series X or even on the Switch 2 now, where there's like performance mode, balanced, and quality mode, whatever.
I always just go like balanced, and I'm like, cool, just hit me with both.
I want whatever's going to give me a stable frame rate because to me, and it is my Nintendo side coming out, but I need a game that feels good. That's where their games always start, is like, well, how does this play? Like, what does this feel like to play before it even becomes a game? Like when you're talking about Splatoon started its life out as something completely different, but they found something that was fun and engaging, and they're like, okay, well, what is this then? What kind of, let this game tell us what it is.
I mean, Splatoon, like I said, from what I understand from the second one, the first two, not much of a story. I think there was like a story just shoehorned in there just to kind of give context to the world, but
it's gameplay in there. It's in there. It's weird. It's exactly. It's unsettling in a way because it's a post-apocalyptic.
But it's also like the gameplay is the most engaging part of it. It was like they probably came up with the gameplay mechanic first, and they were like, okay, let's try to make a story around it. Which is how Nintendo makes second nature.
Yeah, that's generally how they make their games. Mario starts out in a white room, and is fine tuned until Mario is Mario, and then they build the game around the Mario they've created.
And I think
64 happened.
Kind of lends itself to how Nintendo designs their games. When Miyamoto said, we make a gameplay that no one else makes, that no one else has.
They do.
It can kind of sound conceited in a way, but they're right.
I mean, it's very true. I mean,
look at Star Fox, for example. I mean, just the people have tried to emulate that formula, but even with the Star Fox remake, you play it and it's like no one else can do this.
And like to backpack off of that, I said this once and I'll say it again. Look at all when the Switch came out, look at all the other handhelds that followed suit. And I'm pretty sure Valve has come out and like full blown said like the Switch inspired us to make the Steam Deck. You can laugh at this tablet all you want, but for what it's done for gaming is damn near unheard of, and I will forever just like die on that hill because it's like this thing has cemented itself as like one of the greatest systems that's ever kind of been made. And it was made in panic too, because after the Wii U, they were like, shit, throw together controllers on a tablet and let's see what happens.
Yeah, we had an idea with the tablet. Let's push it to the next level.
Yeah, and it ran its course for 8 to 9 years, and it's become one of the best selling consoles to date.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I as growing up with the retro gaming, obviously I've been growing with video games since the 80s and stuff like that, where it's like storytelling, was almost like second nature, and graphics were the best we had at the time. Obviously not realistic enough, but it looked video gamey. So it was the gameplay mechanics and the gameplay loop that kept you coming back to it.
Yeah.
Was it fun? Was it engaging? Did it keep you hooked for more? Did it keep you, even when times where you were failing, was the gameplay good enough to keep you going, to keep you trying, to keep you, even if like certain points where it's like, there's something I want to do, I don't know if I could do it, but I'm going to keep trying to do said thing just because it's fun enough. And, there like obviously the Mega Man games are very notorious for that, where it's like trying to find secret items and secret layers, where it's like there's a mechanic that you have to do to get said thing, but it's like you keep trying over and over and over again just to do it, instead of like, I don't give a shit about that, I'm just going to move on, because it's like, I don't know, I mean, sometimes I play games and I'm like, I just got to get through this loop.
Yeah, I don't like a bad loop.
Interestingly enough,
it could be a great game, but if I don't respond to the loop, then like Monster Hunter is that way for me. Like a lot of people love Monster Hunter, and I'm very interested, and I think it's a really cool and neat idea for a game, but the loop is too long. Yes. I can't do it.
Having tried to jump into Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter Wilds, tried to understand it. I played with friends and everything, and I was like, I'm just not. This isn't hooking me. I'm not getting this.
It's not my thing, man.
Yeah,
I got shepherded in Monster Hunter World, and I was in the loop. But once I like understood the loop, I was like, "Oh, this game's sick as hell!" And now I'm like a genuine fan of the game. So,
one game recently that did the gameplay loop really well, I think that kind of, like harkened back to kind of like when gameplay was the forefront, was Pragmata, because of the shtick of you're not just shooting the enemies, you're like kind of like solving little BioShock like puzzles.
Which in and of themselves were old DOS puzzles, like pipe dream and stuff like that. So
so it was like probably a game where they were like, hey, we got this game mechanic, let's build off this, and it's like the storyline's good, don't get me wrong, Diana is like probably one of the best like side characters in video games, but
I would fight an army for Diana.
Yes, I would too. So but I think that's where, like I said, the gameplay was so much fun that's what kept me coming back, and even like kept wanting me to do extra shit. It's like, oh, there's like a room full of enemies, great, I love that. Instead of just like, shit, here we go.
It's like, when I get into a room in Arkham Asylum where there are bad guys, I'm like,
yes, you crack your fingers like, let's do this.
I love the all the Metroidvania stuff, but like cool, more guys to kill. Like
there was nothing more like when in Batman games, when they would surround you and you're like, oh fuck, here we go. I can't wait to kick all your ass.
You guys think I'm trapped in here with you? No. You're trapped in here with me.
Go get you, Bat.
I
think to your point about older games, it's like older games, I think back in the day in retro games were like always trying to look better and better, and the methods that developers and publishers tried ran the gamut from VHS tape quality, full motion video to whatever, better sprites or bigger sprites or all these kinds of things. But I feel like a lot of the kinds of like you were getting gameplay innovation, not so much as like graphical innovation, or like things would get better marginally, but like you would get something, you were more likely to get something that you'd never seen before than you were to get something that was like, oh wow, look how good this looks, because it's got like 16 meg cartridge, it says it right on the cart. Bugs Bunny's Rabbit Rampage, this is the best looking game that could possibly be, but like it sucks. So I think like more novel experiences, it's a young medium and things like that, but gameplay was what was driving me, like storytelling to a certain extent. I love video game stories. It's one of my favorite mediums in which to experience a story.
It's a very unique storytelling medium where you're almost experiencing it from especially with the main character. You're playing as the main character. You're experiencing the story at the same time they are.
Yeah, and I think that goes much farther for me than gameplay or than graphics, like storytelling and gameplay. Genre preference, sure, as well, but like, I'm just more likely to get into something that doesn't look great but feels good. Than I am to be like, wow, this game looks amazing. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean, I think overall the consensus is like graphics are fine. We could take them or leave them, but I think with the trend and just what, if it runs fine, but the gameplay is fun, that's the most important part of it.
Yeah,
like if you've never played Indiana Jones: The Great Circle on any of the beefy boys, like the PC or the Xbox Series or PlayStation 5 or whatever, and your first experience with it is on the Switch 2, you're not going to have a bad time. You're going to enjoy the hell out of the game, and it's going to look great for you.
Oh yeah.
You're not going to be missing. You're going to be missing maybe like a couple pool reflections,
Whoa,
and maybe better
some
hair.
ray tracing, maybe.
Yeah, I think the one thing I noticed with playing the remake, Final Fantasy VII remake, was the hair difference.
Yeah,
it's always Nintendo and hair will never be on the same page.
And it's like okay, the hair maybe a little bit different, but still, the game looks great. So, yeah, well, I think that about wraps it up here for us. Want to thank you guys for listening. Be sure to check out our other podcasts on the Dogcast Network, like Elden Dogs. That's still going on for all your Elden Ring fans. Zombie Dogs, Retro XP, Popcorn Dogs, and all the shows. We do want to thank our Patreon supporters, Phil Wright, Brian Ward, Ryan Kristiniak, Mark Nenow, Kipper, Katie Bone, Jordan Hoff, Phil, just Red Bear Phil, thanks Tyler, Kelly Gutowski, Justin Melee, my new favorite name, Imagine Wagon 69420.
Oh, that's a name.
Blaze it. Just Sonic, Spetsnaz, Ejot, another good one. Andy Bongwater, it's another good one. Wow. Club Chut Dugas, that is also a name. Eddie Reyes, Alex Type 1 Error, Blue Eyes George Bush, that's another interesting one.
Yep. Yeah, I like that BG, one. What's up, Blue Eyes?
Yeah. BG and then Levy Wayne. Thank you guys for the support. You guys keep the lights on. You guys keep us pushing with all this cool content. And with that kind of message being said, it's kind of sad for me to kind of admit this, especially since I just kind of we kind of took this over. For context, if you guys are just maybe even tuning into like these episodes with us, Brad was the one running the show for the longest time, and life changed for him. He started a family. They welcomed their baby a few months ago, and kind of was thinking ahead and telling me, hey, why don't you get a crew together and keep the Hair of the Dog cast going, which is kind of like the flagship podcast, talking about news, talking about video games and stuff like that. And I was obviously kind of like, oh man, who am I going to find? So I found Luigi, found Andre, and we were kind of running it for this year. But me personally, I became overwhelmed, and it became tough for me to juggle multiple projects and multiple things in my life. Not to the same extent of like, obviously I don't have kids of my own, but I do a lot of other projects and a lot of other things on the side, and it was tough for me to keep some of the things going. So unfortunately,
this take time, people. This does take a lot of time to do this.
Yeah, and especially since like with a lot of us, we have like kind of rotating schedules, and it's tough a lot of times to kind of meet up and stuff. But I think what bums me out about this being our last episode is I just had a lot of fun with you guys. It's cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's cool shooting the shit with you guys. We're at 2 hours and 44 minutes of recording, and it just doesn't feel like we did talk for like almost 3 hours.
40 minutes.
And we could the best part is we could just keep talking. Just like,
yeah, we could. We could make this podcast longer, but like I said, ultimately in the end, it bums me out like a lot. But I I mean, me personally, I don't want to spread myself too thin. I don't want to, get to a point where I start to phone it in, just for the sake of, getting out content. And I mean, that's really kind of what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have anything to say or add to it.
Yeah, I mean, for myself, as you two personally know, this year hasn't been pretty for me. And this podcast, when it started, I wasn't in a pretty place, but I've enjoyed my time here. I've Luigi, met you here, and it's been a blessing. Stoy, I'm meeting you for the first time in person in September. So it's been a ride to just talk to people about the thing I love. And it's funny because like everyone wants to do a podcast. Everyone always wants to be like, yo, we should do a podcast, dude. It's not easy. It's not
Yeah.
To do
not
a good
easy.
one.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
To start one and maintain one, it's not easy. It's really not easy. And it sounds like you can be with the boys, half cut, like, yo, guys, let's do a fucking podcast. It's not easy. It's really hard. Takes time, especially if you have other side projects, if you're traveling, work, family, personal things. It's not easy. So it does take takes a lot of commitment. Not saying that we don't have it, because like we said, we can sit here and talk for hours, but there's a lot of back end things that take time. But if you can, and I've said this, I've said this once, if you can do it, do it, because it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. I actually had this conversation with a friend of mine the other night, and I was saying to her that I feel like I'm someone who doesn't really inspire people. I feel like I'm a cog in the wheel, grain of sand just on the beach. But the next day after I said that, I had two different type of comments. I had one person who told me that I inspire them from just my fitness content, that I inspired them to be more into fitness, and then another one that said that I inspired them to buy a Vita from the Vita videos I do. So if this podcast has inspired you, if any of us have inspired you to try new games, buy a Switch 2, start a podcast, do it. If you can, shoot the shot, ask out the girl, do what you got to do, because you never know. You could be sitting there going, fuck, I wish I did.
Yeah.
Or you could say, I tried it, didn't work, but I tried it. And that's my thing. So yeah.
Luigi.
Only way to learn is by getting out there and doing stuff. So
failure is the best teacher.
It really is.
Yeah.
Failure is the best teacher.
I don't know. I like doing this shit. I've always been a fan of podcasts, and yeah, I think it's fun. It's just, it's a lot of work.
It's hard.
Yeah. I think with practice, I've been off and on in the podcast game for, I would say, about like 8 years at this point. I hosted my own EXP cast with a few friends of mine, and I know we kind of had a falling out with like two kind of main cast members kind of ducking out at the same time, which hurt at the time, and it sucked at the time because I think I leaned on those guys a lot, and I think that kind of I mean, in my eyes, it led to the ultimate downfall of it, which we had built a thing over 4 or 5 years, met a lot of new people, gained a lot of new friends, and even just like honed our craft to the point where I'll still never forget the one time I got recognized. Me and one of my co-hosts, Dan, we got recognized at Midwest Gaming Classic at a convention.
Nice.
Someone said, "Hey, you guys are EXP cast," and we both looked. Dan and I looked at each other like, "Holy shit, this is cool as hell," And like I said, shoot your shot. Like, it was really cool to have that fan interaction, And Dan even looked at me. He was like, "I didn't think we'd ever get recognized," and I'm like, "Hey, man, like, I think people listen to us. I see the numbers." So but I definitely want to thank the audience for embracing the new cast. I know obviously I'm a little bit more of a familiar voice. I've only been with the Hair of the Dogcast guys for the last like year and a half as a regular. But I appreciate you guys tuning into us, leaving us comments, talking about us in the Discord and everything like that. The Patreon supporters, you guys have been awesome, kind of keeping us going throughout this. But I think ultimately at the end, it's just, I hate that it's come to this, but I guess as shitty as it sounds, it is what it is. But yeah, any last words or anything?
Happy gaming.
Keep gaming, guys.
Keep gaming. Don't stop. Have fun. Buy physical media while you can.
Yeah, exactly. Buy that Switch 2 before that price goes up.
Literally. Buy that PS5 game. Even if you're never going to play it, buy it.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.